All right, what is up? Welcome, Spoiler Kings. Just me and Brian right now. Brian man should be joining us shortly. What is going on, man? How's your Father's Day? I didn't even
So
ask that.
Father's Day was kind of crazy. I had everyone over my house. So today was my grandmother's funeral. So we all had to get to the church at 9:30, but everyone kind of met yesterday. All the whole family came over. We talked about what's going on, and I barbecued. So it was a rainy day. I put steak. Had steaks and ribs and chicken burgers and burgers and just tips and we had pasta salad, potato salad. We just had everything, right? So it was this huge, smorgasbord, and we just kind of hung out and did that on Father's Day. They had to get up this morning and it goes to the whole funeral stuff and the burial and all that stuff. And then we went back to my dad's house, and then the whole family came over. So it was almost like a family reunion. So that was kind of cool. Spent most of the day doing that. So it was a tough day, but overall, if I say this weekend was a great weekend. It really was.
Yeah. I mean, it's sucky that the family all gets together for that, but it's celebration of life and remembering and all the good times and stuff like that. So yeah,
it was a good memorial. It was good to talk and everyone have their feelings and all that stuff, and it was cool because I guess everyone now knows I do all these reviews with you guys, with you and Brand Man. So they're asking me questions about all the stuff, and so we were talking about shows. And yesterday I'm playing movies for everybody, and showing, oh, look at this and this. So we got to talk about a lot of different things. I got different perspectives on Disclosure Day, got different perspectives on Toy Story 5. No one in my family likes Backrooms. None of them.
Who's the youngest that you talk to? Because I feel like that's definitely a younger Gen Z kind of thing.
My little cousins could have probably liked it. The ones that are 20, 21, they might have liked it, but yeah, I didn't ask them. Everyone else was around. They were like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah. I saw Derpy, friend of the show, Derpy.
Yep.
He reposted something which I thought was funny. It was like, scary movies when we were kids, and it's like a picture of like Freddy and Jason. And it's like, and then it's like scary movies for now, and it's like a room and a girlfriend. Like, that's funny.
It's right though. Oh, my, between Obsession and Get Out.
Get Out, stuff like that. Wow. Well, it's like funny. See, did you get anything good for Father's Day? Any good gifts?
Hell no. Socks. I got some socks.
Some socks.
And it's funny because my daughter's bought me like socks and some tie, and my wife took me to go get a pedicure, and that was my gift from her. And but remember, my birthday was just last week.
Yeah, so it's kind of like
they don't have any more money, so that's just what it was.
So I got a couple good things. So I got number 3.
Ooh,
for it. And my wife was like, she goes, I wanted to get number 2 because I know you need 2 and 3, but she goes, number 2 is like crazy expensive. I was like, yeah, because right now they're on number 2 in the show. They're in the middle of number 2, so I can see a lot of people buying it. And then she also bought me this.
Oh,
yeah, I already read it. It's cool.
Literally just ordered it today.
Yeah, it's fun. It doesn't get too far into it. Like you read it, so it ends right when the Lorelai and what's her name? Right when they like build him the chopper. Yeah. And they go off to fight the llamas, and he's about to go in and fight the chieftain, and then it ends. So it's like really not a lot, man.
So it's like nothing.
Yeah,
it's just the introduction. Understand what happens to Earth, and then just
yeah. I mean, it's. I mean, I read it in like an hour, maybe less than an hour. Maybe an hour because the kids kept bugging me. But it's a pretty quick read, and it looks awesome. It's super cool. So, but yeah, they're obviously going to release a lot more. I think number 2 is going to come out later this year as well. So
I need them to release cool. Book 9. That's what I need right now. I need book 9 to be released.
So today, I just finished book 8 today, and holy crap, man!
I couldn't talk to you about it, right? I wanted to talk to you about myself.
I'm just like to the moon. It's like bonkers. I was like, holy shit! Like, how does what?
Dude, they blew up everything, and then what Carl does, I'm like, oh.
And when Donut's like, I might have messed up, and when she says what happened, I'm like, no, what? It's like, bro, I was losing my mind. It was so.
And then they
good.
can't leave that room.
Oh, yeah. So but Matt Dinneman today on his Patreon released the first few chapters of book 9 on his Patreon.
Okay.
So if you really really want to read a little bit more, you can do that. Although I got to finish Backstage to Pineapple Cabaret at the end of book 8, and then I'm fully done. But yeah, damn, that is
it was great. Yeah,
that was really good because I know you had said you're like, oh, that's a good ending. I was like, and then I'm reading, I'm like, that's a great ending. I was like, holy shit.
What she said, I need you not to be mad.
Yeah. yeah, such a good freaking book, man. Oh my god. All right. But as soon as Brandman gets on, we're gonna probably start get going. We'll go over the comments real quick. We'll watch this one trailer, and then we'll see when Brandman jumps on, because we got Toy Story we're gonna talk about. House of Dragon.
House of Dragon.
And then
Vampire Lestat. I need to talk about that, guys.
Oh my god. That show is.
Dude, and I know we're not covering from episode 9. The penultimate is so fucking awesome. So good. The season finale is next week, and I have no idea how they're going to end it, but I have so many theories of what's going to happen, what's happening. Me and Anzo are arguing, and then we had this little breakdown about or someone did this little release about what's going to happen, and man, I'm ready to see it. I'm ready to, whatever it takes, I got to see it. It's just and Saturday is Anzo's birthday, so he's going to be there.
I think the last episode I watched was 3. Oh, nice.
9 is so good.
So I think the last episode I watched was episode 3. But now that it's coming to an end, I might just like binge it. I might not be able to, because I have surgery on Wednesday. So anybody who doesn't know, I probably won't be here on Thursday. Probably, most likely. Unless I'm feeling like really, really good.
Yeah.
Even after surgery, I don't know if I'm gonna be feeling that good, but yeah, most likely.
The only way you could be that good is if you got a lot of drugs. I've had arthroscopic surgery before, but not in my knee. I had it in my ankle, and it was worse 2 days afterwards.
Yeah,
it was worse 2 days after. But
yeah. Compared to the pain I'm in now, I can't even fucking stand up. So if that can get fixed immediately, then we're good. Like right now, I got my knees getting iced.
You're gonna be sore. That's all. That's gonna be the biggest.
Yeah, thing. They're making holes. So and the old ones aren't even that old.
They're not healed.
They're not fully healed. They're pretty healed. I was surprised how quick they healed, but they're still there. So. All right, let's get into these comments real quick. Watch this trailer and then get into all the good stuff.
Yes.
We got Teague coming in. Teague saying, Michael's at 960. Okay, Obsession 3. That's crazy. Toy Story 312. Backrooms 270.
1 weekend.
3. 1 weekend.
1 weekend is 312.
It's I believe. So Pixar owns the biggest opening weekend for animated movie, and now Toy Story is the second biggest opening weekend for animated movie.
Dude,
so
I think
Pixar owns both of those.
Can you imagine? I'm gonna guess we're gonna hit 1 billion. Toy Story might get 1 billion in 28 days. Within 28 days, it might hit that 1 billion.
It might, because I'm hoping I feel better enough, because I have Wednesday until next Wednesday off. I'm hoping Monday or Tuesday, I'm feeling good enough where in the middle of the day or first show or something, I could take my son, well, not just me and my wife can take my son to go see Toy Story, So, and that, we want to go see it again immediately. So, and you saw it, like 5 times already?
I've only seen, it's only been 3. It's only been 3.
Well,
Cool.
yeah. So yeah, it's gonna make so much money. So much money. Yeah, it said tickets for Wednesday Supergirl show are beyond slow in sales, but they're improving. Only 2 slots sold out so far. Yeah. I think they're hyping it up this past week. I've been seeing a lot more promotion.
Yeah,
but I mean, it might be a little too late.
The numbers are just not going to be great. I'm gonna get. I mean, I told you that Supergirl was never going to be number 1. I said that. I said specifically. I said Supergirl will never be number 1. I believe it won't be number 1 at all.
No.
Toy Story will still be number 1 next week, and then after that you got Minions, and after it's like in after that something Moana is something every single time you turn around. The Odyssey, like you will never see it be number 1.
Yeah, now I'm wondering if Minions even stays number 1, because if Minions is not a good movie, which I don't think it's gonna be, I can see Toy Story coming back in and like our Minions had its weekend and now Toy Story's back. Something like that.
You could.
We'll see.
It really could.
Yeah. I'm gonna save those 2 comments for when we talk about Lestat Teague. Well, we got Fernell saying what's up? Saying House Dragon was fire. Okay. Liking it. Scary Movie was a little better than the original.
He means Toy Story 5. He means Toy Story 5. He says it later.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, I was like, so ready for the Bleached Out Year Blood War finale in theaters. That's gonna be a lot of fun. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Man, we got Mom Bear saying spoil sports. Yeah, didn't remind us. We did it all on our own.
We did it.
Yeah. Oh man, and then Mom Bear said, "Hope we had a good Father's Day."
It was good.
We were gonna go over by my in-laws. I told him, I'm like, you guys go ahead. I was like, yeah, I'm too slow right now. I'm just moving too slow, and I'm in so much pain. I was like, and then I would just stay home. We just kind of chill at home, order pizza.
What'll it be?
Oh, what's going on, guys?
So, what's going on, man?
I'm having a bad day.
Yeah. Oh no.
I told you, like, so today was my grandmother's funeral, so I had to deal with that all day today. And then, but yeah, Father's Day weekend was really good and had a lot of time with family. So that's good. That's good. I'm sorry you had a bad day though, brother.
Oh, it's all right, man. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about the funeral.
Yeah, I mean,
I knew that was coming up. So.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll definitely talk later. I'm guessing you probably don't want to bring it up.
We'll talk afterwards. I can't wait I want to know exactly what's going on.
Well, hopefully we can talk. But did you watch everything? Did you watch Lestat and or did you get a chance to watch Lestat and
yes,
House of Dragon? Oh, and Toy Story. I know for you, Toy Story is a little bit more difficult.
You don't have the excuse of having.
No. I managed to
see it.
Yeah, I still managed to see it.
There. I don't know if you guys seen the meme, of the Billy Madison, where he's like, the adult sitting around all the kids. So they made it so he's like dressed up as Woody and is like 35 as a single guy kind of thing. Made me laugh.
Yeah, half the people in the audience, you have to use a little crayon to color in the back of their hair because they're all losing their hair because they're so people.
Yeah, and I saw both of the second post credit scene was that's not even a post credit scene, but whatever. But yeah, we'll get into that in a minute. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's where he goes. He said Toy Story 5 was better than the original. Okay. And we got Ace saying, "What's up?"
Ace.
Peanuts and Skittles. Yeah, Anna, what's up?
How you doing, Anna?
Saying hi over on the Vert. Yeah, trying to skip through so we can get going because there's gonna be a lot. It's a lot tonight.
Yeah, I was like, something happened with Anzo. I haven't been able to follow because I was telling you I've been out with the whole thing, but I know he was messaging me. I haven't had a chance to check all this stuff out, so I was wondering if hopefully he's good.
Came in, no, Anzo was right.
No. Anzo will never be right. I will never say those words ever again. Somehow Anzo is wrong in something. I don't know what it is, but we'll find a way for Anzo to be wrong about something.
It's always something. What's up, Kevin Davis? Make $1 billion at the box office, easy. No question. No
I was
question.
wondering if it does it in the 28 days. That's what I'm saying. Like before
in a
28
month?
days, not even a full month. I want to see $1 billion.
Yeah. Big shooting here in MTO.
Yes. Okay, that's what it was. It was the shooting. Yeah. Okay.
Was that really?
Yeah, and I think his girl is close there, and I'm just glad he's safe.
That's super rare up in Canada.
Like, yeah, exactly. They must have been from Chicago. They must have came up or
I was gonna
Detroit.
say,
They had to come through Detroit to go to Montreal. That's what
getting all those Americans moving up there.
I understand. You know, and that, I'm hearing a lot of Americans that Canada's actually turning people away. They're doing background checks on anyone who's coming in from America to make sure that they don't have any of the stuff.
I can see that.
SWAT team and all. What?
Damn,
bro.
And for real. Damn, we're behind.
I hate that.
Yeah.
I'm glad you were good though, man. I'm glad she's okay.
Yeah. My girl works like not even a block away. Damn, that's like right there. Yeah, so I see. We got Tamika. What's up, Tamika?
Hey, Tamika.
I hope everyone's good, safe.
Yeah, I need to call him.
Yeah, we got Drew. What's up? Anyone excited for Supergirl? I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm not like, oh my god, I can't wait. But I'm like, okay. I'm hoping it's gonna be a good movie.
I don't know if I'm excited.
I might not go Friday just because I might not be able just to go in general. But
sit in the
but I'm gonna try to.
Man. No one in front of you.
Oh, they always put the handicap seats all the way in the back. That's why I gotta wonder. I'm like, do they have an elevator that I can come?
Your handicap seats in the back, really?
Yeah, well, they have the ones in the front, but then they always have ours. A lot of our auditoriums are in the back. So I'm wondering if they have like an elevator, and then you kind of come in through the little back, because there's a door right there. So I'm wondering. You know,
they should have an elevator.
Yeah, because that's where we always sit. We always sit right in front of the handicap, all the way in the back. So, he said I'm gonna go see Supergirl on Friday. Hopefully, I like it. That's kind of big. I hope I like it.
It should. I'm hoping that it's good. That's why I need it to be really good.
Yeah. He said I was gonna say, come on, Tank, take some of that magic they gave you and get on here and have some fun. Hopefully, we'll see, man. We'll see on Thursday.
Yeah, we're not gonna push him to do any of this stuff. I just want to make sure he's okay first. Like he can come in and say I'm good and get the hell out of here on his phone. That'll be fine. Yeah.
Well, it all depends, man. If it's just a normal surgery and they don't do anything too crazy and it's a real clean up, fine. If they have to fix something structurally, I might be in a lot more pain than I expect. So we'll see. We'll see. Oh man, where we at? 4 more episodes left for Lestat. No, 3.
Wow,
I think, right? Or is it
because this was episode 3? This is episode 3, so there's 4 more.
Oh yeah, 4 more. Right? Yeah, 7.
Yeah.
Yep. Glad you're safe on zone.
100%. More than anything else, I'm glad you're good.
Yeah. Never saying what's up. What's up? Ran out of time. No worry. It was a good finale. Because I know you've been watching it with us, Mama Bear, definitely watch it. It was a good finale, but it was also I don't know what's a good word. It's not disappointing. It's frustrating. It's very frustrating because you want more.
If we had more time, I would have been on there for half an hour ranting.
Oh, I bet.
Just about it. How dare you hitting right here? There's still storylines that we still don't know anything about.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. Saying say, hey Brandon, so you had a bad day. Yeah. I'll hug you if I could from Mom, baby.
If only a hug would do me any good.
Oh man. Yeah, Tamika's in the house. I said what's up to her. I think it's about it, right?
Who do you think the villain would be? Oh, that's a good question from Drew.
Said the theater I go to, the handicap is in the middle, which is perfect for X screen.
The one I go to, the handicap is in the middle. There's all like 10 handicaps right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Drew said, who do you think the villain will be in Spider-Man Brand New Day? For me, I think it's going to be Tombstone.
I think that's too easy. I think Tombstone's going to be a B-level villain. Mr. Negative could be someone. There's an who's the other one? Oh my god. There's going to be an overarching big bad guy, someone who's using Jean Grey
who's forcing her to do things.
Yeah. And I can't. I had a guy's name. I can't remember which villain it was.
Mr. Negative is a good one.
Yeah, but Mr. Negative can do the same thing that she does, that she needs.
That's where.
Go ahead, B.
Yeah, that's where my mind usually goes to Mr. Negative. I could but would that be too similar to Jean Grey? Well, if we'll say that he's kind of manipulating Jean, it would make sense. So I wouldn't. I still wouldn't rule that out. I think it would be cool.
So it's someone who's like kind of in the background, doing all these things. So we know Sadie Sink is not the main villain. We already know it. We know Keith David is voicing the Jackal, right? But he's not a main villain. So that's what I'm thinking. Like, okay, it has to be Mr. Negative is the only one with the power to kind of do that stuff. There's going to be someone else that we're not thinking about. Because we know we're gonna get Scorpion, we know we're gonna Tombstone, we're gonna have Boomerang and all that stuff. But who is the main villain?
It's gonna be somebody with the hand, right? Because the hand is just an extension of the villain. So it's gonna be somebody who's in charge of the hand. So
that's a good question.
Yeah. So be good. Thinking Jackal will be interesting, but I think it's gonna be a bunch of villains that are just gonna kind of like build up to. And then Spider-Man going through his, kind of crisis kind of thing. And if anybody ever read, like the original Ultimate Spider-Man, when, spoiler, he dies, that's how we get Miles. But he dies is because he literally gets overwhelmed. Like just every single villain, like they kind of figure out who he is and they just start attacking him on every kind of at his home, his
Electro, and all those. It's everywhere. Yeah. Everywhere he goes, he's being attacked.
Civilians, and he's just getting attacked everywhere, and they just literally beat him down just from being like so tired, and then they kill him. Which it was super sad, man.
And he dies in May's arms, right?
Yeah,
I think so.
I'm almost positive he dies in May's arms. Like he crawls up to her and then like dies like right in her arms.
Yeah. Because I remember like the Avengers or whatever were like, "Hey, you need to like slow down." And he's like, "If I slow down, people die." And he just kept going and going and going, and it just gets the shit beat out of him. So I wonder if they're gonna do something like that. Obviously, they're not gonna kill Tom Holland, not yet, but they're gonna I think they're gonna stretch him thin to the point where like. Which would add stress to him, his transformation and stuff like that. I can see stuff like that happening.
He could become the Man Spider. He could die. They can explain it away.
Reborn.
Yeah. But the idea that he's not going to be in Doomsday tells you that something's going to be going on with him. Something's happening when he's not going to be available for Doomsday.
Yeah. Like that. And then Anza said, Brand Man can only get better, homie. That's what
it needs to be. You know what? I don't know, you guys. Brand Man's been,
whatever,
keeping his head up. And he's been keeping his head up for a while now. So you just gotta hope.
Yeah. Think pop.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Tom Holland did it again. He let it slip someone remembers Peter. I think Hulk. Ooh, that'd be interesting.
I think that even happened in the comics where the Hulk retained his the Hulk, not Banner, but the Hulk had retained his memory of who Parker was. If it's coming back to me correctly.
Oh, good.
I think you're
right. Yeah, no one puts the final blow in Ultimate Warrior. He lived through it. I don't remember after that because I remember reading the Miles, and then stuff was going on in my real life. Yeah, I know. Yeah, but once they finished up the Ultimate Universe, at least that version of the Ultimate Universe.
I think he's right about the
Hey, first off, Miles was doing a good job. Spider-Man comes back and gets in MJ. Then they take off in hiding. There you go. It's just your theory.
I think that makes sense, though. I think, and Brandman's right about it being Hulk and not Banner. So that's why Banner kind of has an inkling that something's going on, and then Hulk remembers them all together. So yeah,
that'd be cool.
Do you think they turned him to Gray Hulk, Mr. Fix-It?
No. That's too out there.
No, that's the big rumor. I don't see it. I was just talking about that's the big rumor that he's gonna turn to Mr. Fix-It.
They could. I'm just not sure if his personality would be too similar to
Professor Hulk.
To Professor Hulk. They'd have to do something a lot different. Especially with everyone knowing who Professor Hulk is.
And you just did it now recently. And you just did Savage Hulk. And first thing you go to Mr. Fix-It. That's stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a little too much. The Mr. Fix-It I always thought was kind of like, I don't say boring. It's just, I don't know, it's just weird. Like, I want to see Hulk. I want to see Hulk.
If you're going to World War Hulk at any point in time, why would you go there?
Exactly. Oh, shit, excuse me. All right. Watch this trailer real quick, and then we'll get into excuse me. We'll get into Lestat first, because I know it's late for Danny. So at least we'll watch the trailer. We'll get Danny to come in while we watch the trailer, and then jump right into Lestat, and then we'll do House of Dragon, and then we'll finish it off. I think we'll finish it off with Toy Story.
My name is Clara.
Clara and the Sun. This is Taika.
Is it?
Yes, Taika. Jenna Ortega's Taika movie.
Interesting.
I completely forgot about this movie too. That this was being made. Because I know they've been talking about it for a couple years.
It's been a while.
I know it's based. Yeah, I know it's based on a book. Haven't read the book, but I definitely heard about him directing this, and Jenna Ortega was gonna play the title character.
And it's like a dystopian, like science fiction type of book. So yeah.
All right, where we at? Can close out some of these windows real quick. There we go. All right, let's check this out. Let's go. All right, what is up? Welcome back to the Spoiler Kings. We got another trailer reaction for you guys tonight. This is the new Clara and the Sun. We got Jenna Ortega, Taika Waititi coming in to direct it. So really don't know.
As long as it's not Marvel, we could do Taika. Just can't do it with Marvel. That's all.
Well, only one. He gets one, and then he can't do more than one. No sequels.
Ever. No, we don't let him do nothing else.
Hello, my name is Clara. I'm an artificial friend. Good morning, artificial friends.
Good morning, store manager.
I know artificial friends aren't as popular as they used to be, but I still firmly believe that all of you older AFs have a fighting chance at finding homes.
Glorious son, please let today be my day. Let me find a friend. If I do get chosen, how will I know if my person and I are a good match?
Just remember everything you learned, and hopefully they'll come to love you, like a member of the family or family dog.
I'm Josie. I'm Clara. Honey, if I'm gonna buy you a robot, I'm not going to be spending money on an old, outdated one. You said that I can choose, and I choose Clara. She's special.
And she's on special, 20% off.
AFs are like a blank canvas.
It's an imbecile.
It would appear. We come out of the lab with the intelligence of a toddler. Is that where the sun lives? And then we learn everything from our humans. There you go. And then slowly.
Well, that's dumb. Humans, they ask so much of you. It's all perfect until it's not.
Don't put that idea in her head. Just get out there, Fred.
There are things in this house
Josie?
that are none of your concern.
Consider this a trial period. You're still under warranty. And I won't hesitate for a second to send you back.
And then it's back to the factory, and your parts will be melted down for next-gen AFs.
Whoa. Glorious son, I'm coming to your house to speak face to face. I know the answers are out there. Please show me the way to heal this family. And save us all from the darkness and certain doom. Okay, thank you. I love you. You're not the droid we're looking for, honey.
Chrissy, I think that we could become really great friends, and I just think your hand in the box. Friendship. Get your hand in the box.
That's funny. Little Star Wars reference.
Mhm.
Okay. What do you guys think?
Yeah, we'll see about this one. I don't know enough about the book to pass too much judgment. But I don't want to completely write off Taika Waititi because he's literally made only one movie that I didn't like very much, but a lot of his other stuff I really have liked. I can't forget that he made like in addition to Thor Ragnarok, he made What We Do in the Shadows, which is one of my favorite comedies, both the show and the movie. Jojo Rabbit, which I really enjoyed. Hunt for the Wilder People. The trailer did kind of give me Hunt for the Wilder People vibes, if I'm being honest. So hopefully this is kind of a return to what he's to form, like a return to what he's good at. So Jenna Ortega is pretty good in everything that I've seen her in. So it kind of makes me want to go research the book just to kind of get a further feel for it. So it definitely doesn't look bad. I get like a quirkier version of Steven Spielberg's AI from the trailer.
Dude, I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking AI and like, well, I mean, I guess it's a story that's been told before, like because Alita is, kind of, plus a lot of action. AI is it's a really good one. Yeah. Okay, what were you, Brian?
It's very Taika. It feels Taika. I mean, and looks very interesting. So I feel like it might be a good mesh with him with this type of stuff. I think this is what he probably should stay with, honestly. So, will it be something that I run to watch? Probably not. Was it something I will watch, make time to watch? Probably so. Just because he's that type of person. When I think when you have an original idea, he excels, and I would be interested in seeing what this is. But yeah, it gives me, any AI thing that you ever have, you'll fill in the blank or AI movie. It feels just like that.
Yeah. It looks good though. I like it. I get a little Taika. I'm not like, it didn't feel like some of his other movies. It didn't feel like too overly Taika vibes, which I'm like kind of interesting, with it. So, but yeah, I mean, he's good with serious topics and adding a little humor into it to soften the blow. This one I didn't get a lot of like humor, not a lot of his humor. So I'm kind of interested to see maybe he steps away from his like traditional kind of style and does something like this. So I don't know, but like Brandman said, besides Love and Thunder and that soccer movie he did, he makes pretty good movies, so I got to give him a chance, so and it looks good, and it's also we're getting a movie, we're getting anything with Jenna Ortega where she's not just mean mugging the whole time. like she gets to smile the entire movie. So it's definitely like a newer thing for her, right? Yeah, so I'm down. Looks cute. So
yeah.
But let's see what you guys in chat are saying real quick. Mama Bear's Tech is still allowed to make movies.
Sometimes.
He took a little bit of a break though. Because he did that soccer movie was the last one, and that was probably two years ago. 2024 maybe. Yeah. So yeah. I said,
2023, 2024, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Tony says, "What am I having Jenna Ortega as a robot companion?"
It'll be my companion, not player in the sun.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a different AI movie. Oh man. But this is Taika's is quirky Disney Kano director.
No,
kind of.
He does different stuff. I mean, he does push the envelope on other things too. So Taika is not just a straight laced, Disney Channel director, because he talks about difficult subjects to talk about. He does address them. So
he gets like darker. Like I think the two ones that besides Thor that everyone really talks about him being a great director is What We Do in the Shadows, which is so funny, and it's so it takes the vampire thing and like kind of really flips it on the head and makes fun of it. It's so funny. And then Jojo Rabbit, which is a very serious movie. But again, I kind of like this one. It's like I really had no drive to see Jojo Rabbit, and then once I saw it, I was like, okay, yeah, this is like an amazing movie. But and I wonder if this is gonna be something similar. It's like, I don't. When I see it, I'll see it. But I know once I do, I'm like, damn, that's a good movie. So,
that's what you usually do. Yeah.
I saw your comment, Drew. Let's finish up before we get into that. We'll finish this up and then we'll get into that question about Taika. But yeah, like Clara and the Sun. There you go. New Taika Jenna Ortega movie coming out. I think it's in like October or something like that. So October 23rd.
23rd.
Yeah,
so,
October.
Yeah. So we'll definitely we'll probably watch it and review it around Halloween, because that makes sense.
A perfect Halloween
movie. Exactly. But we appreciate you guys coming in and hanging out with us. If you're watching on the replay, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right down there, and make sure you guys leave a comment. Let us know what you think about this trailer. And if you guys are watching live, you guys are awesome. Love all your comments and everything. But stick around, because we're gonna get on to our next topic. I saw this from Drew. He said, speaking of Taika Waititi, what do you guys think about him doing a new Judge Dredd reboot? I'm like, what?
No, that is the rumor. That is the rumor.
2026
that he's supposed to be doing the new Judge Dredd reboot.
I don't like that.
Just do a sequel to the Carl Urban movie with the same people involved.
Yeah,
that movie is so awesome.
Yeah. It's just,
He's
but
he's the
Judge
director
Dredd,
that's attached to it. That's who it is. It's Larry Tyka.
it's not.
I can't. Mhm.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
I don't see it.
me neither. Just
I don't
they
see
they
it.
just need to continue on
Oh
with the
God, no.
one with. Mhm. They just need to carry on with the one with Carl Urban. That movie is so awesome.
Is it
And
possible that Carl Urban's too busy?
He said he wants to do
potentially,
it.
well,
He said,
yeah,
I know he said
he's
he wants to do it.
mhm. Yeah. Mortal Kombat 3 is not filming yet, so still in the writing stages.
Well, yeah, I thought he was supposed to be ruining Star Wars.
He's going to Judge Dredd first.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, because
But
that whatever he
that's
was doing with Star Wars is yeah, whatever he was doing with Star Wars, we haven't heard too much about in a while. I don't know if it's
Yeah,
dead in the water or what.
it probably is, especially with the regime change and stuff like that. Yeah, it's yeah, I doubt he's gonna get it. I mean, if he does, I mean, even still, like you can do like a side story and whatever, but at this point, Star Wars doesn't need any more side story. It needs Star Wars. It needs the main storyline. It needs
Star Wars has turned into nothing but side stories.
Yeah, exactly. Brandman got his working man white tee on. I see you. That's funny. Drew said, Dredd with Carl Urban was awesome. The director of that movie understood the source material so well. Oh, yeah, 100%.
Why do you think it didn't make any money?
Yeah.
Probably for a bunch of reasons. No
I have no
zero
idea, 'cause
marketing.
I don't even.
There was like none.
Yeah, there wasn't very much marketing for it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember when it came out, I don't even think it had. I don't think it had too much competition, if memory serves me correctly. But yeah, I think the marketing just failed it, unfortunately.
Yeah, and then also people still remember the Sylvester Stallone Dredd. You know what I mean?
Oh my god, that was so bad.
People still remember that, and that was a movie.
It did come on film.
95.
Yeah. So,
what do you think the Rotten Tomatoes is?
Judge Dredd's not like Judge Dredd is not huge. You know what I mean? Like it has its following, and that's about it. It's not like a mainstream comic or anything.
What do you think the Rotten Tomatoes was on Judge Dredd?
No. No, he's
right. Oh,
Mhm.
I'll say 70.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you say, B?
The Carl Urban Dredd?
Yep.
Probably 76 maybe. I'd say.
Okay. So the critics gave it an 80.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And the popcorn meter gets a 73. So the audience gave it a 73.
That's interesting. That's interesting. I thought the audience would have been higher for sure. An 80 with the critics is pretty good because it's a fun movie, man. It's a good, it's very self-contained, kind of linear kind of story, but it's Dredd.
14 years. It's been 14 years.
And yeah, and it left the door open. It left the door open for more that they could do. I liked one thing that I really enjoyed about that movie is, you have this like big chaotic event building, and to us as the viewer, it's like this, it's this big, insane, chaotic event. But for someone like Judge Dredd, it's just another day on the job.
It's a Tuesday,
which I enjoyed.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's a Tuesday, and I liked how, like in the comics, Dredd never takes his helmet off.
Yes.
You never see his face. That was awesome.
Yeah, that's exactly.
I liked
how
that
it should
Carl
be.
Urban was willing. Yeah. I like that Carl Urban was willing to like leave any ego at the door and just act using the lower half of his face. Yeah, because in the comics, Dredd like never you never see his face.
You just don't use. I agree. I think I seen what Drew saying the same thing. You don't see usually sequels 14 years later when live action stuff.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Literally, if you say they started doing it filming right now, it comes out 15 years later for a sequel in a live action movie. Nah, bro, that just don't happen.
Yeah, we gotta try to get it. Get it with the new audience and stuff like that. So,
just think about it. If it was 15 years later, so kids that are 20 didn't see the damn movie.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's why I say Carl always brings 100% to the table. He does. He's a great actor. He's a great actor. Then we got
really good actor.
What was that Craig Loop? Craig Loop. Hey, so you guys react to the Lord of the Flies trailer? Did you end up watching it after it came out? I didn't even know it came out.
I didn't know it came out until I read that post.
Yeah, because I don't have Netflix anymore. So,
I mean, I do, but how much things that came out recently. I've been trying to hold on for dear life right now. While all this stuff is going on.
Yeah, but it is now that if you're saying it's out, I'm probably gonna look it up and watch it because I for sure want to watch it because that trailer looked amazing. And I want to see if it holds up to like the one I grew up with.
If I can, I'll try to have it done before Thursday and try to talk about it.
If you want, I won't be here.
Most likely, yeah. Maybe we'll do it the following Thursday because we got too much going on. Everything else. Yeah,
I'm hoping because this Thursday, Avatar comes out, so I'm hoping next Thursday we can actually review Avatar season 1. It gives a week for everyone to get it going. But and Lord of the Flies would be a good review too.
Also don't forget what else.
Oh, that's right. Damn. There's so much stuff coming out, man. It is crazy. Oh, man.
What up, Delta Dance?
Yeah, Delta Dan in the house. Appreciate Delta Dan coming in. What else you say? So you guys saw your trailer reaction for Lord of the Flies. Did you watch? Okay, sorry. I know we didn't get to it right away. The comment, but yeah. He says it did come out and it was really good. I recommend. All right.
I'm check it out. That's not the question.
Yeah.
Wednesday will be a day just sitting there by the TV.
Yeah.
Man, just watching
girl. Yeah. Yeah. But it is a movie because like the original was so good. Well, the original, the 8 from the 80s or whatever. That one's so good. I mean, the story alone is really good. And I think it's important. But yeah.
It's hilarious. Seriously, I need that as a morning alarm or something.
that was my I think it was my ringtone for a while. I had a bunch of different ringtones. Now my phone's always on vibrate, so I don't even know what my ringtone is. Like if my phone were to ring right now, I wouldn't know. Like whose phone is that? Oh man. Taika ruined
me character. Like
me character.
Oi. Taika ruined me character. Like
the Carl Urban. Oh man. That's funny.
I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's out. I meant to watch it. Okay. Yeah. Definitely gonna watch it now that I know it's out. For sure.
All right,
oh man.
Let's go right to the House of the Dragon.
Also, yeah. What's up? She just like snuck in here. I'm like, I don't even remember him like saying what's up or anything. He just comes in here and just like drops the comment.
Drops knowledge, and that's what he said. And then see him saying I hate everybody.
Yeah. All right. So you said Dane didn't see it or didn't finish it?
No, he didn't finish it yet. So he said just go ahead.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we'll do Lestat and then we'll do House of Dragon and then we'll finish up with Toy Story. That sounds good.
Toy Story is fine. Phenomenal.
It really is. It's man, I wasn't ready.
I think, and I'm telling you, and this is a preview. I think Toy Story 5 is better than 3. I think 3 has the better moments in 3.
Yes.
I think
Oh
as a
my God.
movie, Toy Story 5 is better than 3. Now I'll argue this. There's no better moment in Toy Story
100%.
history.
I can agree
than
with
them
that.
holding hands and going to the damn furnace. There's no better moment. But as a movie, Toy Story 5 is better than 3 was. 2 might be the number 1, and then I will put 2, 5, 1, 3. 2, 5, 3, 1, 4. I think that's what I'm going.
Yeah, dude, I was all day getting ready to fight you on like that. This might be better than 3, but that's the thing. Like exactly you said, 3 has one of the best moments in all of like animation. You know, like just in general. You know, it's like that moment when they're holding hands and that's one of the best moments like ever. Super iconic. You know, that's up there with like some of the more iconic things ever. You know, it's gonna be like, you know, what else is up there? Like I Am Your Father. You know, I don't know, I'm trying to think of other like moments.
I mean, even if animated, it'd be like Mufasa or Simba going up to Pride Rock and roaring. Like it's a moment, or Simba being held in front of all the rest of the animals. Like that. It's a moment like
with
that.
the song playing and stuff. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You know, like and that moment's gonna be great. But like overall, like 5 was phenomenal. Was so good.
I think 2, 5. I think 2 is better than 1. First off. I'm looking at Delta Dance. I think 2 is better than 1.
But I love 1 though. 2 is better than 1. You know, I would go 1, 2, 3, 5. See, I would go probably 2, 1, 5, 3, and 4.
I think 1 is good, but 1 it's hard comparing them because they're all Toy Story, and 1 was made in 1995, and this one's made in 2026, and it's a better overall movie, you know, just because it's 30 years.
I think the message and the story is really good.
Yeah. But most people like the Andy stuff more than anything. But I think it's the first time I did like it.
Yeah.
And Bonnie was also great this time.
I called it. We're getting the Andy trilogy, and we're gonna get the Bonnie trilogy, and then this weekend after this movie came out, the director said, we're gonna finish off the Bonnie trilogy. I was like, they're doing the same ages too. They're doing, you know, around 4 to 5 for the first one. You know, granted, she was a little bit younger because she was introduced in 3, but so she was roughly the same age, and she's 8. You know, in this one, and Andy was 8 to 10 in number 2. So there's probably gonna be a time skip and stuff like that, and we're gonna get the Bonnie trilogy. We're gonna get the Bonnie trilogy.
I hate all that hate that a lot of people have been saying about Toy Story 5. I really don't like it.
I don't get it at all.
It's really surprising me too.
Yeah.
Because I ended up really, really liking it a lot more than I expected.
Same.
So, the hate that it's getting is really baffling me too.
I don't get it.
Agree.
Okay. Well, we'll get into it. We'll get into it for sure. But yeah, I saw some of the hate where I see people like, oh, well, this didn't make sense. I'm like, yeah, it did. Like, that makes sense. Oh, the whole, you know, Buzz side story. But it plays into the main story, you know? So it was like, you know, even Lily Pad. I thought Lily Pad, I'm like, that's going to be stupid. She's not even, I'm going to even say, she's not even the villain. She's not even the villain. Because she was still like, her main objection or objective was, I'm looking out for Bonnie. I'm trying to do what's best for Bonnie. There are villains. It's those 3 little girls. And I was like, they are with Carla and whatever.
That's the world. That is the world. And then even the point of that, you can do toys and you can use technology, both, especially as you grow up, to merge them both. You watch what's going on, but you need to make friends. Don't just be on computer. But I need to, you know, when I'm in the city, I go see Brandman. I need to see him with my own 2 eyes. We need to go somewhere. We need to go do this stuff. I need to go to Tank's job and see it. Like, you want to be with people too. It's not just seeing them and talking online. You want to be. It's the Ready Player One. live life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Online is great,
Mhm.
but live
Yeah.
life too. You want to do both, and
Yeah.
I think that was the whole story.
Yeah. Yeah. It was so good. Yeah.
Combine them all.
Yeah. Oh man. It's been running through my head all stream.
Yeah, she sensitive is hilarious. I'll wait till after we do the stat and then
stat stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Shit. What was the title of this one?
Oh, the title.
It was Canada. Was it Montreal or Toronto?
No, it's definitely not Toronto. Oh my god. Why am I blanking on the damn title? Oh my god. Was it Toronto?
I mean, they're all yeah, it is Toronto. It is Toronto. Toronto. Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Yep, it is. Yep, it is.
Mhm.
All right, let's jump into it. We'll try to keep it under an hour. We'll say it that way.
We need to. We need to keep it.
We need to. Yeah, we got other stuff to talk about. All right, let's get this train rolling. Let's go. All right, what's up? Welcome back to Spoiler Kings. We are back talking Vampire Lestat, episode 3. This one's titled Toronto, where Daniel pushes Lestat about his time in Paris and starts kind of pushing him into like what his songs mean. He's doing like this interview kind of thing, where he's on the chair, so he's trying to talk to him.
Did you stutter
about
when you were
all this
younger?
stuff.
Did you stutter
Oh my god.
when you were?
I feel like that's gonna play into something later, but we get a lot of the Lestat backstory. We got already
Mhm.
childhood stuff with his mom before he was turned. Here we get like his early years of being turned. He's still fairly early in Paris as a vampire. His first love, which I love. We get a recreation of season 2.
The Armand scene, the balcony scene.
Yeah, but playing that
Mhm.
in season 2 when it's just Armand and Lestat, and then playing it again through Lestat's eyes, where Gabriella's there and the other love dude is down there, like it changes that whole scene that we already saw. And I was like,
definitely
genius,
does, because first of all,
genius.
it's more than 2, but it also shows
Yeah.
that Armand has always been the third wheel.
Yeah, Oh, yeah.
Always.
always.
Never. There was never just Armand. It was
Yeah.
always someone else. I thought that was so good. Oh,
Yeah. So we get a lot of Lestat's backstory,
Mhm.
of his early vampire years. But we'll start off with you, Brandman. What you think about this episode 3? Oh,
You hear us?
hello,
Me?
Brandman.
Yeah, I really like it. I really that was let's dive. Yeah, yeah. Can you hear me?
Just really like
You got me there?
Yeah, it's like super laggy.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Just really. Yeah, and I have like no windows open, which is just getting on my nerves. But I
that's
liked that. I liked that it was a Lestat deep dive. I liked just how much we learned about Lestat. And I liked that he was still kind of trolling Daniel in the present day with the interview, like projecting illusions and just that was pretty funny, because that was very much in line with Lestat as a character. Just like showing his vulnerable side, but at the same time still being super extra, which I thought was hilarious. I liked what they did with Louis. I thought that was very. I thought the I thought the duality. How they balanced what he was doing versus what Lestat was doing was pretty well handled. And I liked Man, like the last couple shots of this episode really stood out to me with Louis in the diner seeing someone who reminded him physically of Claudia. I thought that was great. I thought what they did with Lestat performing his show, and then that final shot with Armand. Something about that shot was just kind of eerie to me too. Just the way he was staring at the camera, just kind of wigged me out a little bit. But yeah, I liked how they're from a tonal standpoint, they're not going as like over the top and chaotic as the first episode was. And you know, they're slowing it down, which is probably the best thing they can do for the show at this point. So I was really happy with how they're doing that. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this overall so far.
Yeah.
Just the different vibe it has from the first two seasons of this show, but at the same time they're really leaning into the the sympathetic side of Lestat, which I think is great.
For sure. Okay. Any like favorite moment? Any moment where you're just like, oh damn? Because I feel like this episode had a few times where I was just like, oh damn. Like
Louis' rampage or his
yes.
kind of attack when he that was a standout.
Yeah.
Him talking to the decapitated head was like
Bruce.
some nice dark
No, the
humor.
head. Oh yeah, the head was good. That was good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Just his performance as he was getting revenge on Bruce was great. And the car scene with Lestat was pretty good, I thought.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I think those were like my my top two.
Sounds good. Okay. I know we'll get into like more details too. But what about you, Brian? What do you think about episode 3?
This was phenomenal. I mean, it explains so much with Lestat and Gabriella, and understand that the changing of her and their story going forward, and her understanding of the changeling part of it. And then we get to Nikki and how they fell in love as humans, and then the transformation of Nikki and him going crazy, and Armand seeing people that have gone crazy, and it's like he's pushing it. I feel like he was doing it on purpose to push him, because he is the third wheel. He's always the third wheel. So he's trying to get rid of his competition all the time, because he's just that dude. He's not confident in himself at any point in time, so that he always feels like he has to push other people out. And I think that was obvious. And then it's really explained by that balcony scene exactly. Because through Armand's eyes, it's like, oh yeah, he and Lestat are kissing. And then through what Lestat's eyes, when it really actually happened, when you have Gabriella there, you have him saying, "Oh my God, you're so worth," like you said, the desperation coming off of you, just I can't even be in here. Like, but that sounds more like Lestat. Makes a lot more sense. It's probably more truthful. That was phenomenal, right? And then as you said, the back and forth. So it's like we're seeing Louis read Claudia's diary, right? And we're seeing Lestat seeing that his assault and how it's almost mirrored exactly from what she's saying. You're seeing him go through the same thing, good. And you realize that Lestat has to go through that in his mind every single day. He has to deal with that assault every single day, the same way that Claudia talked about in her diary, that she has to deal with it, and how he's empty inside because of it, and makes you understand Lestat even more through what happened with Claudia. And now you understand why he also didn't like dealing with her, because he saw himself inside her. That was phenomenal. It just explains so much more. And then when you see the diner scene with Louis, bro, everything about that was incredible. And then I don't want to not say what Lestat did to Daniel was hilarious.
The mind trick.
He was like, wait a minute, play back. What we doing?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He's like,
He
oh,
thought
you
he
just
had it.
sat
He
there
goes,
for 30
oh, we
minutes.
got it. That's the story of the year. We got everything.
But it's funny because Lestat got up
That
and
was-
said, I'm not Louis. I am not the same guy.
That was so funny.
It was so good. It was so good. I think it got like
Mhm.
even like
Yeah,
you know,
that
me
was
and my
that was that was
we
just
were stuck in it. Go ahead.
yeah, and that was just I like to think that was Lestat being petty and just getting revenge on Daniel for the book.
Oh.
He's still a little pissed off about that.
Yeah.
So that was Lestat getting some get back for that.
Oh, 100%. 100%. You know. Yeah. It was more, it was just like you got what you wanted, but you don't get to keep it, you know, kind of thing. You know, it's like it's also like I'm not Louis, you know, kind of in the sense of
Mhm.
I'm not gonna let you keep, you know, what I'm saying, you know. So yeah. So it was that was so good, you know, because even as the viewer, you're watching it, you're like, oh damn, you know, and then you realize like that was just between them two kind of thing, you know. It's just like, you know, because it was so passionate and it was so like it was Lestat showing like his heart, which I think he doesn't do that often, you know. So, you know, yeah. Because I was kind of wondering, I'm like, when it kept cutting right towards the end of the story, when it kept cutting to Daniel, you know, and it kept cutting to Daniel, and it was just like, and he was like making this face like he was almost like in ecstasy, like how Lestat was. I'm like, is this his thing? Because if Lestat's thing is music and he got like high off of that, like, is this,
100%.
the thing for Daniel, you know?
Story, finding the truth,
Yeah.
being able to figure it out, you know, get him.
You know, like he was getting high off of it almost, but then now I'm wondering, I was like, is it that, or is it him being, you know, like
Mind
I would say
controlled or whatever.
mind controlled almost, not, you know, like enthralled by Lestat just because of how powerful he is, you know. So I don't know. That's gonna be interesting, but I know Daniel's gonna be pissed. He's gonna be pissed, and he's gonna be super petty going forward, I think, you know, with Lestat. He's like, you screwed me. I'm gonna do everything I can to like make that show up on camera. I want you to cry on camera. Like, I feel like he's gonna be super pissed off at Lestat. Yeah, but yeah, this episode was so epic, man. So epic. What's up? We got Heartagram Girl. So my favorite part was Louis talking or taking out Bruce and his game. Yeah. With that, what sword has he got? That thing is just like butter, like just slice. It's like, where'd you get that from?
It's funny because
Right?
it seems like Louis just got so good at it. He systematically just took him apart. Like he knew exactly what to do. Hey, done. You're going. Done. You're done. Like, and he just took everyone apart, and he was waiting for Bruce just in there. I was waiting for you the whole time. On his wedding day, got you. And left nothing but the wedding ring.
Yeah. Okay, so I had a question for you guys. The girl he brings in, that Bruce brings in, you know, they just got married or whatever. Was she a vampire or was she going to be food? Because I'm assuming she's a vampire just because she didn't seem freaked out about all the shit she saw upstairs.
What'd you say,
what do you
B?
think?
Well, wasn't that the groupie from the first episode?
That is now
That Lestat
a vampire.
No, was it?
Oh, she is now a vampire.
Yeah, but
So she was a vampire. Okay.
the one they brought in was definitely a vampire. I think that she was.
That's what I
why she was
thought.
freaking out. That's why she went. She was able to go through the whole set and pull out the ring. I just thought that was super awesome. But yeah, and the fact that Louis made him go through everything that she said she went through, and he he took out his vertebrae from his back just so he can be paralyzed, so
that
he
was
could go
nasty.
through all of it. Everything that she said, he had to go through. I think that was just phenomenal.
Mhm.
That part,
that was her. the baby Jenks.
Yep.
That was her. I didn't even realize it. Holy shit, man.
Mhm.
That blew my mind. Because you remember she was saying she's
Yeah.
gonna be married.
Yep. And then,
But
the
then-
person
but
that she was
yeah.
getting married to was
Mhm.
Bruce.
Mm,
Mhm.
but so did she know? Because she wasn't turned, right? Because
No, she was human before he turned her.
she was human. Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So Bruce turned her. Even
No.
though like she,
Lestat turned her. She was human when she went to the show.
yeah. But she almost died because Lestat
Yeah.
like drank from her.
Like drained her. Yeah.
Drained her.
Yeah. Yeah. But he didn't turn her. He almost
Right.
killed her.
Yeah. I don't.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. He didn't.
Yeah, he
just
almost
killed
killed her.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
right.
and then she partied with him, you know, and stuff like that. And then the last thing you see is like, oh, I'm gonna marry next week or whatever.
Mhm.
You know. Yeah, because that was my only thing was like, oh, was that just another? But it being baby that Jenks or whatever that the
Mhm.
groupie, I didn't even realize that changes everything. Holy shit!
Mhm.
Because now is she gonna go after Louis for killing Bruce? Meanwhile,
Yeah,
she
you
doesn't
definitely don't
know
wanna go-
Louis and Lestat.
You don't want to go
you
after
know?
Louis.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh hell no. You know. Yeah. It was baby Jenks, the same girl. Damn. Okay. I didn't even put it together. That changes a lot. I know when I tell my girlfriend, I'm like, oh yeah, guess who that was? She's gonna be like, oh my god, yeah, that changes it. Yeah, it was who turned her? Was it Daniel? Yeah, this thing is like, you know, or was it Bruce? I'm assuming it was Bruce then, right?
That's the question.
Because-
I have no idea who was it. Was it Bruce? Did they because they had to feed because Lestat didn't do it because he didn't feed her his
Yeah,
blood. So I have
his
no
blood.
idea.
Yeah. Because I'm wondering, was it Daniel? Man, I don't know if it would be Daniel. See, but then like, because the Bruce is very obviously, you know, what he did to Claudia, so it doesn't matter. Like he's you know, he's a shitty person. You know, doesn't matter if vampire or not. You know, so I wonder if he was going to do something similar to her. You know. That's
This is the way to go back and check it out because I have no idea.
Yeah, that's awesome. I definitely gotta. But I mean, this is a show where you need to to
Rewatch it a
rewatch
couple
it.
times, and no matter
Yeah.
what, because there's just so many things that
Because
happen.
it's so good. Yeah. One thing I liked a lot was when he's talking about Magnus, and he's talking about his song, and what they did in the show was awesome. Where they made it like a music video. You know, because I was so like, I'm like, I had a big smile. I'm like, this is really interesting, you know, and it was kind of like a music video that they were playing, you know, where Magnus was lip singing, and they had like different like, you know, kind of styles and stuff like that, and the way he gets pulled out of the bed, and like Lestat has a smile on his face when he's thrown to the floor, kind of thing. So it was like, but then at the end you get like real life, you know, so you have this like happy version that Lestat wants to try to think it is, or is he trying to do it to like say F you to Magnus? You know, I'm still kind of like, I don't know, you know, but he has this version that he tells people, and then he has the real version, which he don't
that
tell
actually
anybody.
happened, and no one
Yeah, that
keeps
actually
his
happened.
chest. And but that's when you see him in the car, and when Brandman was just talking about him that in the car scene, and he's seeing you know Magnus, and he's seeing everybody, and he's going crazy because he deals with that idea of the assault that he went through over and over and over and over, and it's like to the core principle of him. And as you see him going through, you're hearing Claudia's words that how it matched up perfectly with it, and it was just
so good.
Like you hearing her words, but realizing that it goes for Lestat too, and his trauma, and the trauma that creates who he is. Man,
yeah,
so good.
Yeah. Oh, it was like that. Yeah, everything about that was just like so well done, You know, with it, you know, because you're just completely like, you know, you just get the whole thing he told Daniel, so you're already like fully like I was at the edge of my seat like watching the show the entire time, you know, and then you get that part of it, and then even when he leaves, because like here comes Sophia, his mom, coming out over, and she's like, oh, let's go, blah blah blah. He's like, yeah, it's that way, get the fuck out of here. It's like he completely dismisses her,
because of what she did. You saw what she did with with the check,
with
the check
look-alike?
fake Lestat,
Uh-huh.
and you hear it and you know that he's like, I'm done with this stuff. That's too much, and she just loves that drama and pushing buttons, and seeing how people react, and that's what he was like, bruh, I'm out.
That was hilarious though, when they cut to the bathroom scene, and she's like,
that was great,
crazy, and then you see him in the background. He's like, what? Like he's just there, like he's he had this face of like, what the hell's going on? Because then also, was it for show? What I mean? Was she doing that because this guy kind of looks like a bootleg version of her son, or was she doing that to make a scene? Because she was obnoxiously loud.
Yeah,
like
definitely
so loud.
Yeah. So it was kind of like interesting to see, like, was it to make make a joke of everything, or maybe even a little bit of both, because she's she's
pushing his buttons and seeing how he reacts. I think she finds it interesting. That's what she even saw when you go back in the past, when it was Lestat, Armand, and her. She just kind of likes to push buttons, and and Armand says, I'm not the only one who doesn't like the fledgling of Lestat, which is her. So I think that it was just really interesting the way she is that person who pushes buttons. And the reason why they don't see each other for an entire century is because she's that type of person.
Yeah. Because you would assume, if it's like Lestat and somebody, you would assume Lestat's the toxic one of the relationship. And then especially now with his mom and him, like the mom is drives him crazy. She's way worse. Like she pushes him to do things I think he doesn't want to do. But yeah, it was definitely a weird thing. It was kind of weird. I'm different levels, so many different levels. It was weird. A said, of course, she was doing it for sure. That's why she was so loud. Yeah. Because it's like, the noises coming out of her were not. Or not like,
friggin' loud wounded animal noises was
exactly.
Crazy.
Man, there's a lot of moving parts on this show. Hard to keep track of everything. I don't know if it's hard to keep track of everything, but I think it's just like all the parts have so many layers, and it's just like you can literally take one part of an episode and just deep dive into it.
Well, it seems like you can't tell what's reality and what's being done in someone's mind. Sometimes you have to really pay attention to what's actually happening and what's just in the mind of Lestat, because he's going through so much stuff. But you understand the trauma that's going on. It's because of all the trauma. I mean, stemming from his childhood and even his turning of Magnus. All that trauma is always something that's going on with him. So, it's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, even the we didn't even get too much of the trauma of his
Nikki.
what was his name? Was it Mickey?
Nikki.
We didn't get too much of that, but it's just like I think that really messed him up. Like
Gabriella said, I don't trust him. You should not turn him.
Don't do it. Don't turn him.
He's not the one for you.
Yeah.
But when you hear something like that, when her saying those things
from her,
you think it's because it's all her. She wants him, for herself, and it wasn't really that. It was she just didn't. He's not the person. He's not the person for you. She could tell that. So,
yeah. I think if it came from almost anybody else. But also, he doesn't have anybody else, to give him advice. But like you said, because it came from her, it added this kind of like
you don't know how to trust her.
You're not. You don't have the right intentions behind what you're saying, even though she's 100% right. She goes, he's unstable. He's not right. Don't do it. And then finally, Armand said the same thing. He's like, oh, I've seen this so many times. like he can't handle it. You know, he wasn't even in the right mindset as a human.
Before,
Yeah.
when he was human, yes.
You know, but just seeing this person that he did, he did love him. Seeing him just like crash out the way he did, and then
When
you know,
Nick
it's not
cuts
like,
off
oh,
his
we just
own
break up.
hand.
Like, yeah, oh my, and then
Cuts
tells
off
him
his-
to do it. He's like, can you do my other one?
Yeah.
It's like, Jesus, man.
But he throws his hand into the fireplace. I was like, ugh. So I asked you this in the backstage. I want to ask Brandman on live here. Okay. When Armand, they say Armand holds Nikki down in the fireplace until he disintegrates into nothingness. And then we know that Magnus, you know, that's on the thing. He said he gives Lestat all his stuff, and then he goes and burns himself and dies that way too. Is there a reason why both of them are doing that? Is there reason why? And is that part of the firepower?
Oh, good question.
The firepower. I didn't even think about that. I thought it was just actual fire. That's how I looked at it.
But just thought like
And
the
that
love
was
is
just Armand
his
being
first maker, you know, and then his love of his life, and was that part of the power of the fire over fire, and the fact that now Louis has the firepower. Like, is it just coincidence, or is that something that could be more into it, or am I reading too much into it?
Yeah, I mean, it could be. I mean,
No,
but it's definitely a thing with Lestat.
Yeah, it's definitely a thing with Lestat. I think that's a fair question. I don't think you're reading too far into it at all. I didn't even think about it that way. I just wondered if I was just kind of assuming that it was actual fire. Yeah, I didn't even stop to think about that. Now you got me thinking.
Because I mean, every episode, think about every season, we've had some big fire, too.
Big fire.
Think about
Claudia.
Claudia. Think about with the theater. We're talking about what happened in New Orleans. We could talk about all these things are all fire, but Lestat started in fire. What's going on with Magnus, and now his great love, fire, and then with Louis and him in New Orleans, fire, and then now in France, fire. So like,
fire
is something else to do with this fire? Is that following around? Is it a great thing? I don't know. I just feel like there's something more there that maybe I'm not aware of yet.
Yeah. Yeah. Saying I agree. Yeah, I mean, it could be explain like a link to that. Yeah. Because everything I know about Magnus, because after this episode, I kind of I started to look more into it. I mean, not really. I watched a couple of videos about people talking about him, so, I didn't want to get too spoiled about it, but, I know he's old, and I know they said it's against whatever, like, vampire rules for somebody to be that old and turn somebody. And then Lestat being his only fledgling, was really interesting. So, it was like, just with Magnus, who also kind of was going crazy, because he was just alive for so long, where he's just like going crazy, so he sees that person go crazy and gets burned. Then he sees the person he loves go crazy, and then he gets burned, so yeah, it's kind of interesting with stuff like that. And then seeing Claudia get burned, and now looking back at that episode in season 2 and seeing this his face at that point, like, it was just like, oh man, that just puts more layers of that on it, of like, one year's like, oh, he loves Claudia, which he does, but then it's like just seeing everyone he loves or big in his life, because I don't know if he loves Magnus or not. At least from this, it didn't make it seem like Lestat loved Magnus.
No, but he's his beginning, his
it was
rebirth,
the start.
his rebirth into the world. He died and was reborn into this thing, and that all was through fire.
Yeah. Yeah. If you read the last book, fire plays a big role as well. Okay. Yeah. I think it's kind of a cycle if you think about it. Yeah, burn and then rise from the ashes kind of thing.
But is it even a cycle? Because it literally happens in every big event of his life. Every season is this whole thing with fire. It doesn't just, it seems like he's always dealing with it, but he's looking for that and he's craving it almost. And could he be causing it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. This was such a great episode, man. It was really, really good because even the song they when he did live on stage, all the songs are bangers, man. Usually this is not my favorite genre of like kind of like music, but it fits the show so well, and Sam Reid just kills it on the
absolutely.
mic. And every time they do a song, I was like, they did their little ballad, with the Magnus one, and then they did the the song at the end. It was just like, damn, like
but it doesn't seem like all the lyrics are there to make sense or to sound for a song, but it was more just cathartic, but with letting it, him dealing with some of the demons that he has in his past. That's what almost every song seems to be focused on, some big part of his life. And I don't think that's even the point of it. The song, he actually does a great job. Like, he obviously is a great musician. I mean, no matter if he had the violin, no matter what he's doing, even when he's just singing there with Gabriella, it's good. But the lyrics mean so much more. I look at it and I'm like, man, this is like, it's almost, I almost see it like poetry. Like, you really are just talking about what's going on inside of yourself.
Yeah. And like, he's so addicted to it that like he had this big mental break, crashes the car, catches on fire too. So we're talking about fire, and then he goes on and continues. He's like, but the show must go on. And he's so addicted to his music and performing that he's just like, I just had this like, crisis, mental breakdown, and he still went on stage, and I thought that was interesting where, he saw Magnus left, but then he sees his mom and then she left,
but see, Gabriella, she's trying to control him, right?
Oh yeah.
Magnus,
she's not good.
Just gave him everything and left him alone and didn't teach him anything. And he just kind of felt out of control because of it. So like, it's just, he has terrible relationships no matter what's going on with every person that means the most to him. And it's so funny because he and Louis, every time they're about to reconcile, there's some big thing that's happening all the time. It's just over and over and over again. And it seems like it's going to be doomed for that to continue to happen. It's what it is.
Yeah.
It's like the calm, but it seems like before the fire. Is it funny that the Taskmaster tells Louis to go do this?
Is it? I think it's funny. I think. I mean, they use him, right? I mean, they're like, well, we can't get our hands dirty, but here you go,
But just showing how evil and how things are, and everyone's using everyone. So it's not just Lestat using Louis and Louis using Lestat, or Armand using everyone. It's literally the entire system, or Daniel trying to get over on this stuff. It's just what's happening. This is what it is. Everyone gets over on everybody. This is what this world is about. This is what Gabriella's trying to do to Lestat. This is Lestat's control he has over Gabriella. Like, it's just what it is. It's one up in everybody in every aspect you could think of.
Yeah. Which kind of sucks because, like, I feel like the two people that I think they truly do love each other is Louis and Lestat. But like you said, there's always something, and then there's the secrets and the trauma, from both of their lives, and stuff like that. Especially, and now we're finding out with Lestat, like, oh my God, there's so much in that man's head, So Yeah.
What do you think this Claudia thing's going to end up being? Like, how is this going to manifest going to these next 4 episodes? Because it's obviously big on right with Louis when he's looking at Claudia and dealing with it. Even though he burns those pages of the diary, he can never get past this. It's the reason why.
Listen, he memorized them because like he wasn't even reading the pages. He had them in his hand, but he was looking at Bruce and reciting those words. So I was like, he read them so much and he has them memorized. I was like, that was crazy.
I mean, but it's almost like he holds Lestat responsible for something that you don't understand about Lestat. If Louis really wasn't so self-indulgent, all about himself and always looking about, he would know more about Lestat and start to put 2 and 2 together and realizing they're really the same. And that's what made Lestat very hard. It was hard for him to love her or to really love her because she reminds him of himself and all his trauma and his problems and his beginnings.
Yeah.
Even where they found Claudia.
Yeah.
Fire again.
And it hit fire. Yeah. But yeah, it was a great episode, man. For me, this season has just been a banger after banger. It's just they're 3 for 3 so far. Like every single episode has been awesome in my book. Like, and it just keeps building and building. So yeah, we're about the halfway through. There's 7 episodes, so we got four more left. But damn, like,
how long before Gabriella goes after Louis?
Oh, good question. I don't know. I think she's gonna go after Daniel before she goes after Louis.
I mean, the way she stared at him, because
maybe, yeah,
it's like she looked at him. She was hoping to say the same thing about Louis that she wanted to see said about Nikki.
Oh, yeah.
She wanted to say that, but then when she looked at them, she saw what's going on, especially when Lestat goes to to him and gives her all the stuff. Like, you start to realize, like this is different, right? And I think she is going to be jealous because that control, she can never have that control over him when Louis is around. I think she throws them both under the bus as soon as she can.
I can see that. I can see that for sure. Yeah, because she's a horrible person, like, and she's so bad for Lestat, which is crazy because that's his mom, and she's just she's so bad for him. Well, yeah, but I love this episode. I'm curious to what she does. I'm curious to see what Louis does, especially with the fake Claudia thing. I'm interested in see what Daniel does because he's not happy.
He can't do nothing. He can't fly. He ain't got no firepower. He ain't never that super strong. There's nothing you can do.
So before we go, we have to talk about the finale. Is the bandmate, the one that left, is at like an AA meeting, right? Talking about, being an addict. They start making their way around the room. And as soon as he talked, I was like, oh shit, because he hasn't really been in the season yet. And it comes and it's Armand and he's like, I'm addicted. I was like, yeah, I bet you are.
What do you think he's going to say that he's addicted to?
Lestat at this point.
That's the only thing I can think of. Lestat.
Yeah, why is Armand in rehab? Well, I think he's there to get to the band member because I think he knows that's the band member. He goes, if I can get him, maybe I can. That's a way to get back into Lestat's life.
Is it Lestat? Is it Louis? Is it them? Is it addicted to being the third wheel? Is it like what is it about Armand that he's addicted to?
Yeah, and we haven't even got the Armand and Daniel part of the story. Like their connection, and I think we're gonna see
they
that
brought that up today. I mean, they brought that up when they were talking about it. It was like, maybe your problem was with your maker.
Yeah. So now because we already got the mom, you know, and her problem. We got Louis and everything going on with him. You know, Daniel, and now we got Armand popping back in the picture, and it's just it's gonna be such a good show.
And
It's
all
such a
the
good
other vampires, they are still pissed off about the book and what
Mhm.
Lestat is doing. That's going to be a huge
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. I was surprised when Armand popped up at the end. It makes sense now that I think about it, but I was just so, you know, enthralled by like everything that was happening. I didn't even think about Armand like that, which I guess is kind of the issue of Armand, right? He's always the third wheel. He's not the guy you think about until, you know, you're forced to, until you're like, oh yeah,
I
you're here.
forgot you here. Yeah.
Exactly. So oh man, that was great ending for it. But
Dude,
Yeah.
episode 3 was phenomenal. If I was grading it, I'll give it an A+.
Same. What about you, B? A grade?
Probably the same. A+. Solid A.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed this episode. This season hasn't let me down so far.
Agreed. But yeah, unless you guys got anything else you wanted to bring up.
Nope. That is
Yeah.
perfect. I think that was fun. And I love this show. I cannot wait. You know what I'm upset about? That I have to wait another week to watch it.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. It's every Sunday, man. Me and my wife look forward to it. We're like, oh, it's Sunday. You know, put these kids to bed. And and the issue is like we blast the TV because it's like it's so hard to hear. And then they play music and then it's like shaking the floor. You know, and I'm like, don't wake up the kids. But
They're
Yeah.
like, what are they doing in there?
yeah, I know. Exactly. And then Hardigram said, love the episode 3. Right there with you.
Awesome.
Right there with you. But yeah, that's our discussion for episode 3. This one was titled Toronto, so we're getting the whole tour, all the cities of the tour. But yeah, great episode. We all loved it, but we want to hear from you guys. So if you're watching on the replay, leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think about this episode. Any scenes that we didn't bring up that you wanted to talk about, or anything else you want to dive deeper into. Let's definitely chit chat in the comment section. We love talking to you guys about that. And make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Come and join us every Monday when we talk about Vampire Lestat live. And you can also be part of the show. And we appreciate all you guys in the live chat. You guys are awesome. We want you to stick around because we're going to move on to our next topic for the night. All right. Let's jump into the hot D.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, so how you want to do this, Brian? Because I know.
Yeah, so I didn't finish the show, so I was gonna let you guys talk about this. Just to
Yeah.
watch.
Yeah. So I would say the one spoiler you already asked to get spoiled. So
I know what happened now.
Yeah. Yeah. Which, if I mean, people that follow, I wasn't surprised once he did what he did and he went on his little like, but they won't let me. I was like, I already know what's gonna happen to you, man, because it happens to every single Game of Thrones character that bitches about, but they won't let me fight.
Curious, you're stupid.
Yeah. So,
Ooh, Lawrence.
what we got?
He said he just got done with Supergirl.
What you think? Oh, there you go. 7 out of 10.
It
Okay.
was fine. He said it was fine.
Nice.
Okay. It was fine.
No post-credit scenes. Wow. That's surprising.
That is surprising.
Hmm.
Although I think oh no, was it him that said he's not going to do one unless he needs to do one?
Yeah, but the idea that this is supposed to lead the Man of Tomorrow, I'm surprised.
Yeah. Okay. That's not bad. Yeah. 7 out of 10 is not bad. That's not bad. I was hoping a little bit more, maybe like an 8 out of 10, but yeah. Okay. I like that. Villain was mediocre. I mean, villain in the comic was oh yeah, he was kind of mediocre because in the comic it's more about the journey of chasing him and then Yeah, I don't know how it is in the movie, but it's like they're chasing him and he's just leaving this destruction trail, and they're dealing with it. And then you know it's all about like humanity, you know, and what's right and wrong and this and that. So because even in the book, like what's his name, Crawl, I think his name was, you know, Crawl. You know, he's kind of like a not even that big of a part of the. I mean, the beginning is super big part, but then after that, it's kind of like there's chasing him.
Yeah.
Damn, and you saw it in 70 millimeter.
Yep. As we said.
That's
he
awesome.
says we're gonna go see in 70 millimeter, and we were like, what the hell?
I know. Soon, hopefully we can go see
Odyssey.
Odyssey. Go. Yeah. I gotta keep I gotta make a reminder and check on that shit like daily.
Let's see.
Just because if I can get 3 tickets, I'll get 3 tickets as soon as I see it, and then we'll go.
And I'll be there. It don't matter.
Yeah. You said Supergirl was great. Lobo solo scenes. Kind of expected that, right?
Exactly what you expect.
Yeah. But Lobo was gonna steal it
because Jason Momoa is that dude. That's what he does.
Yeah. Ruthie's annoying. Yeah. That's all I can say.
Ruthie annoys me in the trailers, so that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. I don't know if
she's
she's annoying. I don't know if she's annoying in the comic. She does something, especially at the end of this comic, she does some shit where you're like, oh, fuck you. You know, he's like, oh, fuck you, Dad.
Yeah.
It does give me Mad Max, Guardians of the Galaxy vibes.
Okay. That's not a bad comparison, you know. And I know people are comparing it to that. I was like, Guardians is great and Mad Max is great.
But you don't want it to be Guardians all the time.
You don't want it to be like,
especially when you're looking at James Gunn and say, okay, this is what you did. And then everyone say, that's not Guardians. And then it turns around and you feel Guardians. Yeah, it's not a good thing.
Yeah. I was in VIP seating. Nice. Got the good seats. So, but all the jokes aren't bad and they land better than Masters of the Universe. Okay. I like the jokes in Masters of the Universe though. So if you're saying it's better than that, so that's a plus for me. Yeah, House of Dragons. Yeah, we'll get. Well, this is our first reaction to
Supergirl. This is a huge thing. I mean,
only a little bit because of the aliens. Okay. Even Delta Dan's like, what collector said.
Well, you guys go ahead and do that. I'll be back here.
Okay.
Watching the ending right now.
We're gonna watch you finish it. All right. Me and Brand Man talking about okay. Sorry to interrupt. Oh, no worries, man. Because we're really curious to see what people start, especially what you guys think about Supergirl. Because I trust what you guys say about it than some randos on the internet. All right. Let me look up what's this one title real quick. Does it have a title? Oh yeah. Salt and Sea, Fire and Blood. That makes sense. All right. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Grace Randolph had me thinking it was terrible. I don't listen to anything that lady has to say, man. So,
yeah, I've been done with her for quite some time.
Yeah. Well, all right. Let's talk about House of the Dragon. Let's go. All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. Just me and Brandman today, and we are talking about what's this? House of Dragons season 3, episode 1, titled Salt and Sea, Fire and Blood. So driven by her faith in Alicent, Rhaenyra positioned herself to take King's Landing while the treachery sails, or the triarchery sails to take the Corliss in the gullet, whatever. Yeah. So, yeah. We get a lot of setup for the big water battle at the end of the episode. So we're getting into all the spoilers. There's some big spoilers in this one. So if you want to, get ready for that, and make sure you guys check out that episode and come back and join the conversation here. I know all you guys in live chat are ready to talk about this episode. So we'll start off with Brandman. What you think about this episode?
Well, there was definitely a lot going on. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I liked that. It I liked the battle like during the last half of the episode. That was pretty cool. What's her face? Is it Rhaina? How do I say her name?
I think it's Rhaina. But yeah.
Dumb ass. Stupid idiot. How dumb can you get? You ride a dragon for the first time and then you end up being like,
Appreciate it, Ace. Have a good night.
Never rides a dragon a day in her life, and then the first moment she gets one, she rushes head on to prove herself, and then just ends up just being a huge backstab to her siblings. Stupid idiot. You stupid. That made me so mad. This episode should have been renamed Dragon Abuse.
I've been saying since the beginning, since season 1, it should be like a House of Dumbasses.
House of Dumbasses.
So many people since the first season, it's just been stupid after stupid decision and just dumbass after dumbass. I was like, like no wonder Stark is in charge at the end of all this shit. Like, because you guys are just morons. Yeah, sorry.
Oh no. It's fine. It's fine. But I thought this episode was fine. It had a lot of it had a lot of shining moments. Just from a standpoint of spectacle, I thought it was really good. But it's kind of I'm not sure how I feel about how the about how they manage the characters, because it is a big cast. It's kind of beyond an ensemble at this point, and I'm not quite sure who to be invested in, or if I should even be invested into in anyone. There's they're just tossing a lot at the moment, but yeah, taking an untrained dragon back, just asking for it. I don't even think I was ready for Jace to go, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Jace, just Jesus.
Yeah.
But
Go ahead.
No, I'm listening. Go ahead.
No, I mean, like,
no,
good.
But yeah. No, I was just gonna say I was fine with this episode. If I had to sum it up.
Yeah. I wanted to kick her off that damn dragon. Like, stupid. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Dumb shit.
She only has 3 kids left. Yeah. But also, like, Jace, like, just like, oh, lock her up. I was like, who the hell are you, man? Like, she's the boss, not you. And then, like, that's the thing that pissed me off too, is like that the King's Guard was like, or not the King's Guard, but like the guard or whatever, like, is listening to this little boy over the queen. Which makes it just like, so no one really believes her to be like the person who should be in charge. Like, not even her own people, because they're gonna listen to this little boy over her. which pissed me off,
Yeah.
and and then whenever there's a character that is in Game of Thrones, in all of Game of Thrones, they're always like, oh, you don't let me fight, like you're gonna die in a few minutes,
Mhm.
and I mean, Grant, I didn't want him to die. I actually liked him for the most part, but he did stupid things too. But yeah, I was kind of like, I'm like, don't do that, man. Like your mom, she knows what she's doing. She's playing the game. You're a little kid who just like, what? He's like the little kid, like, go look what I can do. It's like with my dragon. It's like, bro. So it's like, yeah, you're lucky. You're the only one that got killed, and your cousin didn't get killed as well. Yeah.
Yeah, them locking her up on his orders really annoyed me.
Yeah.
Heck, I was frustrated for her. Open the damn door.
Seriously. Yeah. They don't respect her crown. They don't respect her power.
Yeah. No. So
Yeah. It's super annoying.
I was sitting there getting pissed off for her.
Mhm. Yeah. When she finds out, but you're going to chop some heads, but it's like, but she told him, like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, she was trying to like look out for him as a mother, but also as like a king. And she even brings it up. She goes, what, I forgot whatever she said, but she goes, yeah, like, like I am the person in charge, and people are tending to forget about that, so because she's a woman, that's a big thing. But yeah, but honestly, for me, I thought it was an okay episode. It didn't stand out more than any other episode. It wasn't like, oh my
Same.
God, like the first half, was kind of like a lot of talk and stuff, but it's a lot of talk that I heard before. I'm like, all right, like,
Yeah,
I know all this. Like, how many times are you gonna say the same shit? Every season you say the same shit. And then once it got into the actual finale, like the last 20 minutes was where it was at for me.
Yeah, I thought this episode was passable. I thought it was absolutely fine. I was hoping they'd kind of like explode out of the woodwork the way that the last season ended. Because I kind of felt like they kind of needed to do exactly that. But as it stands, I thought it was just fine.
Yeah.
I think I expected it to have a little more kick.
Yeah, because we get what's his name, Damon's.
Like I said, it was. Oh no, go ahead.
I was just saying, like, we get Damon's end of his battle, and I was like, oh damn, like I kind of wanted to see that, so I was kind of a little disappointed there.
Yeah,
like I want to see him kill stuff, like, yeah. Also, he wasn't even in the episodes after that. That was the only part he was in.
Yeah. Yeah, it just I don't know. It just kind of they didn't I don't know what happened. They just didn't go all the way. Like with this it had little glimmers of brilliance in it, and instances and scenes that really did work for me. But as a whole, I just think I was expecting a little bit more, I guess. maybe I need to learn to just kind of temper my expectations. I don't know.
No, I was there with you. I was expecting expecting at least 40 minutes of just
it was fine.
Blood. Yeah. I wanted it should have been the other way around. Instead of 40 minutes of talk and 20 minutes of action, it should have been flipped. It should have been like 40 minutes of action and 20 minutes of talk. Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, man, all you guys
Yeah.
are loving it, saying it's dope and
Mhm.
everything and fire. Does she have more babies? They went off with some handmaidens. Sheep Stealer writers about to have some bad morning after ditching them or effing up the battle. Yeah. The guard is for sure dead. Oh, for sure dead. I'm like, no. You're not just fired. You're dead. Like, yeah. Because then, I mean, I would blame him, like as immediate, like, as the parent, it was like, oh, you didn't open the door when I said you listened to him. You listened to a child over your queen. You're dead. Yeah. But she does have more babies. She has what, three more kids? So yeah, the
Think
rest
so,
are
yeah.
incest. So.
About 3 more, yeah.
Yeah, she got the incest kids left. Yeah. So yeah. Well, the thing is, they said they were adapting 3 battles in the season, and one of the battles is gonna be Damon versus the guy with one eye. Yeah, we definitely need to get that with Amon versus Damon. Who's the biggest dragon? Who has the biggest dragon? And then they're supposed to be more battles. Yeah. Yeah. I want to see more battles for sure. It's just so frustrating when they do stupid shit. I was like, damn it. Like, like one thing is getting your ass kicked, like, and you're like, oh, we did everything right and we still lost. And one thing is like just going out there just because you need to prove something and you're a young dumb kid and you die. Like I feel like it's such a shitty way for that character to have died.
Man, like,
oh, for sure, for sure. The God's eye.
Yeah, I was sitting there like, seriously?
Yeah, because even when he comes out of the water, and he grabs the board, I was like, oh, somebody's gonna come and grab him, and then just like the one gets him in the back. I'm like, oh shit, like, and then he turns around and it's like 3 more like to the chest. I was like, oh, damn.
When I first looked, yeah, when I first saw him catch that one arrow, I had to rewind it because at first it looked like it got him in the back of the neck or something like that. I'm like, did they get his neck or his back? Because then he kind of casually turned around. I'm like, oh, that did get him in the back, and and then he catches like 3, 4 more if memory serves me correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew once he came out of the water, exactly that was going to happen.
No, I thought he was gonna live. I thought like one of the dragons was gonna scoop him up, or a boat was gonna pick him up. Like I didn't expect it to be like that, but I mean it makes sense. Like you're surrounded by the enemies. Like you literally went down in the middle of all the ships that want to kill you. So yeah. Yeah.
He deserved to die. I just finished.
He
deserved to die. That was stupid. First of all, who the hell listens to you over the queen? This is stupid. But then, and there's so many problems. I mean, the whole thing with how you go fly in the battle if you don't know how to fly a dragon. That's I don't understand that. I don't understand the whole thing with the Corliss thing. So now like the fleet is like crippled. Like they have nothing left of the Navy. So there's so many things that are going around, and I'm just like, bro, this is crazy. This is a crazy episode. I will say it was slow for my eyes. So like the beginning of it was really slow for me. It was hard for me to get into the first half because it was just little, just plodding along a little bit. And I know they had to go through stuff, but bro, the last half, phenomenal. I really enjoyed it. What the hell is wrong with Aemon? Like, he is literally have a screw loose in his mind, and everyone's afraid of him. And I mean, even Allison, you deserve all the things that happen to you, all the things that you're gonna have to deal with. You deserve every bit of it.
Oh, we didn't even get into the kiss, which was just
the incest just is strong in them. That's all I gotta say.
Even for a show that like we're so used to incest at this point, it was still like ugh.
Yeah, it just icks me out.
Yeah.
So
even her.
nasty.
I think she had like the best reaction to it. She was just like all big eyes. She was like, oh. She's like, yeah.
Oh, it is so terrible. All this is crazy.
Yeah. I wanted to puke. Yeah. Oh yeah. Then after watching the Vampire with that incest,
going on. Like, dude, what the hell's wrong with you? That's your mama's. Stop. What the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Yeah. It's because Allison was trying to use him to manipulate him. Yeah. 100%. But she's still like icked out about it because
it's her son. She doesn't want to deal with it, but she's trying to.
She knows
get it
he can't be king. She said that in season 2. Last season. She goes. Out of all her kids, he's like, he cannot be king. Like he cannot. And sure enough, So yeah, she's trying to use him. And she's trying to be in his good graces as well, because
the only way she knows. This is the only way she knows. We've seen in all these seasons, the only way she knows to manipulate man is with her, with all the stuff. So the only thing she does is manipulate them in that way, which is just so weird.
It's gonna message. Didn't read it. Oh yeah, because I think Brian came in. Where was it? So he said, my question is, they're going to adapt this battle in the season or the next, the final season. It's where all the dragons are in the air fighting. So literally every single dragon will be in the air fighting. Yeah. That's why he called the Dance of the Dragons. Yeah. So, I mean, and that's going to be epic, hopefully. Hopefully. Everything's Game of Thrones. Like, I always have that, like,
ashes around it, like,
I was like, oh, don't do this, don't do it to me again, but I think it's gonna be a good finale next season, when it all ends, I mean the episode was good. I don't think I'm in love with it as much as all you guys are, or even online, because online people are loving it. On IMDb it's a 9.4 out of 10, which is crazy. That's pretty high. But yeah, it was a good episode. It was a good episode. I'm really curious to see where some of these other characters go. Corlys is his son. Who brought that up?
It looks like Corlys doesn't die. I don't think he's dead.
I don't think he's dead. Yeah, his son was like father for once. Yeah, no, he got pissed. Yeah.
And they set that up even with the recap, giving us a reminder. Like he's like, they haven't treated us like a son this entire time. So like, from there you saw how it went through it. Man, I don't know, man. I think there's a lot going on, and I think there's so much going on that it's hard to hard to gauge, because I mean we didn't even really talk about what happened with Daemon. Really? I don't know. Maybe I didn't hear you guys talk about what's happening with Daemon.
No, we didn't.
Not really. I mean, a little bit, but because we were just like, they don't show too much of him besides in the start, right?
Yeah, but you kind of know what's happening. I mean, between Daemon and Aegon and what he did, and refusing to kneel.
That I'm kind of curious about. Because I'm like, did his little guy, his counselor or whatever, did he sell him out? Yeah. Did he sell him out, or does he have a plan? So I'm kind of curious to see how that gets played out. I am curious on that.
I think it's a way to use him as a way for him to have a base of power, because he's going to have to be something else later. So maybe he kind of does that he gets a base of power because he's there. Eamon is playing it the right way. If he wasn't so crazy, like, you know, him being a king would make sense, because he acts like a king. He's just crazy.
Oh, he's crazy. Yeah, he's bonkers. Yeah.
So Corliss doesn't die for a while because something real big happens between him and Ray.
Oh, yeah. They have a preview for next episode. They aren't letting the sea snake die off screen.
100%. He's been around too long for him to just all of a sudden, Corliss is gone.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. Crazy from all that inbreeding. Yeah. Yeah. The only writer they got some damn sense. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah.
Well, isn't that kind of Rhaenyra's problem? And when you say I'm going to all the bastards are going to get a dragon, you get a dragon, and you get a dragon, and
I mean, but that was the only way she was able to, you know, kind of get any kind of upper hand, was like, well, hey, you know, let's see if anybody with any kind of blood can ride these dragons, because I need dragon riders.
Need riders, yeah.
So I mean, it wasn't a bad idea, but also you're giving power to these people who don't have loyalty to the family like you do. You know what I mean? So, you know, yeah.
And they haven't been.
Go back and watch it.
Yeah, and they haven't been in in the same stuff that you've been doing, or don't care about the same way, and they haven't been trained the same way. So, you know, you've been trained your entire life for these things, and they're just doing stuff. You know, sounds cool.
Yeah. Can we watch the preview? We can watch that. We'll do it separate because I don't want it to get claimed on the review video.
100%.
Yeah, because HBO is like they don't play around. Yeah, but what any predictions for next week? What do you think?
It has to be a lot more. You said we didn't get Aemon. We didn't get a lot of him, so it has to be more dealing with them. More Rhaenyra now taking. You know, she lost another son. She has to start to take control of what's going on. And you're going to respect me as a damn queen, or I'm going to kill you. Plain and simple. Everyone else could die because if you don't want to respect me, I got you. I got something for you.
Yeah. Yeah. What about you, B? You want to see anything in the next week or so?
Kind of hard to tell. I do agree with that. I'm wondering how much more we're going to see with the dragons themselves. I feel like they're going to kind of up that a little bit. The fallout from what's her face being locked up against her will, there's going to be some consequences for that for sure.
Does she get used to just having her kids dying? Another kid dies, she's just used to it. She's like, oh, man.
Yeah.
Marks him off. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if she's going to end up kind of being numb to that at this point.
Right.
But
it's a Tuesday,
that's what I'm thinking next week.
Yeah. She's definitely
it's pretty much business as usual for her.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, kind of going with what Brian said. Rhaenyra's, or she's gonna step up as Rhaenyra. Yeah, I hate their names. They all have nicknames. And then there's like so many of the same names, so many Aegons. I was like, which is the whole reason why the shit has gone down the way it went down in the show. It's like there's so many people with the same name. But yeah, she's gonna step up. I think we're gonna see more Daemon kind of like losing his damn mind. Aemon's gonna start going a little crazy as well. He's gonna start thinking everyone's trying to
because he had
Kick him out.
They gave him what Lannister's head, right? So like
Yeah.
there's other areas that he can start to you know solidify his power and say, okay, I'm gonna be, this is my base operation, and I'm gonna kind of attack the throne from here.
Yeah. The guards turning into barbecue, and then a lot of fallout from the battle. I can see that. Do you guys have any special meals for the episode? I had pizza. I watched it kind of late, you know, but yeah. I mean, I had pizza, but
No,
I don't
no, did
do
not
watch
have any
parties.
special meals.
like that. Yeah.
All food.
I used to do like the watch party for the original Game of Thrones. You know, every Sunday it was like, you know, order food, watch it. You know, now I'm like, you know, for many reasons, not you know, I had to put the kids to bed and then I'll watch it. So, yeah. But yeah, and the final episode is August 9th. So we still got all of July to go through. So we'll see. Anything else you guys wanted to bring up? Maybe some. Trying to think if we might have missed anything.
I mean, besides him getting brought up the head, talk about Damon. We talk about that whole Allison kiss thing. That just was nasty.
Oh,
Talked about the Rhaenyra being trapped. We talked about her son. Talk about Corlys. You know, that's
my prediction. I think he's gonna start to lose it because when they turn the corner or whatever, and he saw, I believe that was his castle that he saw, and it was just on fire. You know, so I think he's gonna start to kind of like fall in despair a little bit. He's like, I'm losing everything. You know,
he is, and he said he didn't want to be part of it either.
Yeah, you know, and he's losing everything. So yeah, so I'm be a little curious to see what he does going forward. So I don't know.
Dude, can you imagine turning the corner and seeing your castle on fire?
Well, that's like in real life. Can you imagine like coming down the block and you just like turn the corner, it's your house on fire? You're like, ah, damn, you know. But yeah, I mean, I think that might have broke him a little bit, where he's just like, shit, we're screwed. We're screwed.
All right, real quick, what do you grade this episode?
B minus.
I was gonna say B. I was gonna give it like a B.
I saw the kiss again.
Like, oh,
it's so nasty. Why? You king. You don't have to do that. What are we doing?
But at least she knows it's messed up too. You know, that's one thing. Usually in the shows, like they both are cool with it. At least she kind of like, she's like, oh, what am I doing? This is nasty.
When she took Rhaenyra's dad, she knew that was messed up. She's been doing messed up stuff, and she knew it was messed up since the beginning.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And if I'm grading, I'm giving this a solid B. It's a good start, but you have to kind of remind everyone where you are. You got to kind of reset the storyline, but I'm going to give this a B.
Yeah. I like that. Correct. They're saying it's giving it 9. Assuming 9 out of 10. Okay. She's saying A minus. Lawrence says give the episode 7.8 out of 10. Okay. Delta B plus. Okay, and also Delta Dan said it was cool seeing the Stark show up, which was cool. You know, I like that the actor from Sons of Anarchy and the other stuff. Yep. Oh, is that who? Yes, that's where he's from. Yeah. I couldn't put my finger on it. I was like, he looked familiar. Yeah. So yeah, seeing the Starks like actually gonna be part of it, which is cool. I like that. But yeah. You know, and of course, visually amazing. Just that goes without question. I mean, this show, this series, this franchise has been visually one of the best things on TV. So
well, not just that, but it also feels like the world building aspect of it. So like, you know, I always talk about Harry Potter is the best world building thing I've ever seen. Like it's, you know, you feel that it built this world and you could go there and feel like you're inside of it. I feel like this is also kind of hitting that part. You feel like you're Westeros. You feel like this feeling of this is a real place I could go visit. And if I was inside of this place, it would feel exactly like dreary and the water and the cold and the damp and all the craziness. I feel like they're building it that way. It doesn't feel like a stage. It feels like a place.
Yeah. 100%. Lauren said it was a cool episode, just better. Needed to be paced better. Agreed with that. Sea Snake lost everything. His wife, some of his kids, his ship he named after his wife, his home he built from nothing. Yeah. And you feel bad for him. Yeah, because when he saw his house on fire, it was just like, damn, it was a gut punch.
And he didn't want to be part of it.
Yeah.
He knew, but Bernice was like, yeah, and she kind of was pot stricken. I'm pot committed now.
Well, I think it was his wife too. His wife was kind of like, come
That's
on,
what I'm saying, Bernice.
We gotta do it. Yeah, Bernice. Yeah,
yeah. She was the one. She
like,
kind of
we gotta do it.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see where it goes. But yeah. So we got how many episodes? 8 episodes altogether that are coming out. This is only the first one. So we'll see how it all plays out. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But we'll finish that this discussion for episode 1 of season 3, House of the Dragon. Off to a good start. I personally thought I was hoping a little bit better, but knowing that there's season 3, season 4, it's all over, so I know it's kind of coming to an end, so I think we're gonna get a lot of cool stuff this season for sure. But we want to hear from you guys. So leave a comment if you're watching on the replay. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think down below. Did you like it? You hate it? Any issues you had? What did you think about all the deaths and the decisions some of these characters make? And make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Come and join us every Monday when we talk about the newest episode live on YouTube right here on Spoiler King's channel. And we appreciate you guys in the live chat. You guys are awesome comments and everything. But you guys stick around because we're going to move on to our next topic for the night. Oh, yeah. I was hoping for epicness.
Well,
and I just got I wanted an epic beginning, and I got a good beginning. Yeah,
it was fine.
Is any trailers?
Yeah, I thought the last
we'll watch. Go ahead.
Yeah, I thought the last minute. No, I was saying I thought the last few minutes were pretty epic, but I just kind of expected more epic all around.
Yeah. Oh, bring that up here. So we watched one trailer. We're gonna watch this now, but then we're gonna talk about Toy Story, and then we'll probably call it a night after Toy Story.
Yep.
Yeah. So let's check out this trailer preview.
Rhaenyra is coming. You are no longer safe here.
We'll secure the city without further bloodshed.
I see you have been merciful. But the crown is a weight that crushes.
There will be no doubt who the gods have chosen to rule.
This is just the trailer.
This is the same trailer from Virgin.
Yeah, that's not.
That looks exactly like what I just saw from this. I literally just saw this. No, that can't.
Yeah, that's not the preview, because that's just
right?
This is the trailer.
That's exactly what I just saw.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he gave his mother the kiss of death, and she knows. That's interesting. I mean, it's very Godfather mixed in with Game of Thrones, but be interesting. Yeah, it's the season trailer called. Get it. Yeah, because I think that showed a lot of the first episode.
Everything I just saw. Let's see.
Oh man. Yeah, excuse me. But after this, we're gonna talk about Toy Story. And then we'll probably call it a night after that. I know Collector said you're gonna see it tomorrow, I think, right? So there you go.
Make sure it's the right one first.
Rhaenyra is coming. You're no longer safe.
Same one.
Oh, I wasn't even playing. Oh, that was shouldn't been playing.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to remove this one from studio.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait. Yeah, the preview was after the credits from the first episode. Yeah.
You do know we can't just play it off of there, right? Like you can't just go pull it off of there and then play it. But hold on, let's see.
You could if you had HBO Go or whatever it's called now.
No, I mean you could play it if you want to play it. Yeah, if you want to. Hold on. Actually, you can't still do it.
Let's see. Post it right here. Send the link if you have it, Collector.
I mean, I could play it straight off of YouTube, but I don't like playing off of YouTube because the way we can't control. So so the way I go about it, I download every single trailer, and then we play it off of there with the control, and we can move it around if we need to, if something ever happened.
Yeah. Well, it takes up less broadband too.
And you don't have to worry about skipping and all that other stuff. All right.
Oh, excuse me. Man. Oh, did it? It might have blocked you from it. No, unless you got it.
I think I grabbed it.
They usually they're on YouTube like.
Jace, what have you done? What have you done? How could you?
Will you let him die in vain? Rhaenyra is weak, unsuited to rule. You will have justice.
I will never have justice. But what crumbs of it may be snatched, I will devour.
We'll fight on our own terms. My purpose is to restore the rightful line to the Iron Throne.
Rhaenyra is no queen. A new dawn is coming, and she'll certainly fail.
Every one of my miseries is of his making, and I swear I'm going to find him and fucking kill him.
I am my father's heir.
This is the moment you become queen. The patient hunter gets the kill.
The crown is a weight that crushes. Rhaenyra will do, in the end, what she has to do. And what she has to do will be dire.
Have you not betrayed your queen?
You can burn us. You can kill us. You will never make us embrace her.
I wear my father's crown. My enemies will not deny me my right.
They're so against her being queen. And I fucking hate Allison since the start. It's like, oh, if she's queen, she's gonna kill all of us. Like, why? Why would you think that? Like,
she should,
right?
She should. At this point, she should. But it's like the one person who should be, king or queen or whatever, the leader is her. Instead you put all these other dumbasses, like these little boys in charge, so, I mean, that's why you get a lot of, misogyny because of it, but then you get a lot of other weird alliances, around it and stuff like that. But it's just like, you're that against her being in charge.
Yeah, they are. That's the problem.
Yeah. That's why I hate Alicent for that. It was like, one, you betrayed your friendship. Yeah. It was like you went after her dad who was grieving, at that time, and then like you do all that other shit, and then knowing she's not gonna like do the stuff you claim she's gonna do, and then Alicent is the worst. I want she needs to die. She needs to die in like the worst possible way. Yeah, she sucks.
I want her to trip and fall on something hard like a knife or sword or the entire throne. Let her trip and fall on the throne.
Just falls on every single sword. Dragon needs to like put her on fire, eat her, spit her up, have another dragon eat her, spit her up. No, she sucks. She sucks.
That's a lot of action. That's a lot of stuff to go on.
Damn, way more action than I thought next week. Oh, hopefully.
Yeah, if that's what we saw, I mean, all that was a lot going on, and these are long episodes.
Yeah,
it was. It was a little bit over an hour.
A little over an hour. Yeah.
Yeah. I know a dragon that can burn and eat her. Exactly. She sucks. Yeah. I just hate that she's like pretty hot in real life. She does all these like sexy modeling things. I was like, and I hate you. I hate you in the show.
Right.
I mean, I still think of her from Ready Player One.
Who's she in Ready Player One?
She was Artemis. Yeah,
she's Artemis.
Oh, was she?
Yeah, she's Artemis. Yeah.
I don't think ever
with the thing over her eyes. She has a little birthmark, and he's like, "Oh no, you're still beautiful and all that stuff." Yeah, she's Artemis.
Yeah, super hot chick with this like.
Yeah.
Oh
no, I'm ugly because of this little birthmark.
That's what we call Hollywood ugly.
Yeah, exactly.
They did the same thing with the main character in Mortal Engines. Whereas in the book, like, she's heavily disfigured, missing part of her nose. One of her eyes is supposed to be like kind of like bulging out of what's left of its socket. And they just give her a couple barely noticeable scars and call her hideous.
Like, what's that trope, like nerd to like beauty queen is like, take off the glasses.
The glasses off.
It's like, now you're gorgeous.
Oversized glasses and give them a ponytail. Yeah. Like, get the F out of here.
Yeah.
Serious.
Oh man. Yeah, that's funny. I can show off what I picked up when we do the review. Because I didn't get the popcorn bucket. My wife wanted it really bad, so it technically is hers.
You really got it? I didn't get it.
I got one.
I didn't do Woody. I didn't do the Buzz. They had a lot of good, cool stuff though.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I know collectors say he's heading out. He's gonna go see it tomorrow. Don't want to be spoiled for sure. The first season during the attorney, see Snake's wife said all the dudes who have never been in battle and hunger for blood. She wasn't wrong.
Yep. Rhaenys was the one who should have been queen.
Again,
she should have been.
She should have been in charge. Instead, you give it to the dumbass. Yeah, and that was the beginning of the dumbassery.
I just went through a whole line of dumbass.
Everybody. Yeah, I'll let you know what you think tomorrow. Sounds good. Well then, hopefully the review should be up like Tuesday or Wednesday. So by the time
Wednesday. Well, unless you do it early,
I might have it ready. Yeah, because I can edit it and then try to make some thumbnails.
Mhm.
and then try to have stuff be out. But all right, let's you got a synopsis real quick?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Let me bring up the cast real quick. You see, there's already a petition for Dungeon Crawler Carl for Keanu Reeves to be Uzi Jesus.
Uzi Jesus. Oh my God.
It's like yes. I mean, that's John Wick. He's already John Wick. Just let him be John Wick.
Uzi Jesus, and then the fact that it looks like Uzi Jesus is going to be important in book 9.
Yeah, I wonder.
Well, the toy Uzi Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, but you gotta read this book, man. It's so freaking good. The audiobook is amazing.
I'm gonna have to get on that finally.
Well. All right. Let's talk something more kid appropriate. Toy Story. All right. Let's
Dungeon Crawler Carl is kid appropriate. We got a nice cute cat.
Yeah. Exactly. With the what are they? The sluggos?
Yeah, sluggos.
Whoop whoop, bitch.
What up, daddy? Fuck you. Friends, family, fucking people up.
No, what did you call it? Kneecapping?
Kneecapping, yeah.
Kneecapping. You didn't let me kneecap anybody. Fuck you. Oh, it's so good. All
right, that's dance.
Out of here. Have a good night. I'm gonna go see with my kids sometime this week. 100%. Highly recommend go see it with the kids. Highly recommend. So.
Hey, you're not the only one. We said $300 million in one weekend. Yeah, you're not the only one.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's talk about this. Do a quick one. Let's go. All right, what is up? Welcome back to the Spoiler Kings. We are going to review Toy Story 5, the big blockbuster movie that dropped this weekend. The 5th one of the franchise, which is crazy. What, 30 years? 31 years later?
Yeah,
Damn.
31 years later.
I feel super old now.
Yeah, 31 years later. It's crazy.
But you got all the gang back, Woody, Tom Hanks, Tim Allen, Buzz Lightyear, Joan Cusack is Jesse, and all the new characters, Duke of Boom, Keanu Reeves, Bonnie Hunt is Dolly, you even get Bad Bunny in this one for a teeny little bit.
Right.
But yeah. And then before we go, I went up getting the high-tech edition of Buzz. Which is funny because inside it's not the high-tech edition of Buzz, which is a little
like you don't have the thing on the chest. Where what's the Wi-Fi? Wi-Fi enabled.
But it's a pretty cool popcorn bucket. I think Buzz actually comes out, so I can just have like Buzz just kind of sit there, and just have him like sit next to his little thing. So pretty cool popcorn bucket.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So pretty cool popcorn bucket. Yeah, but
hey, so are you Zerg? That's how that works.
Oh, I can't wait to talk about like its references or non-references to Lightyear. Yeah. But yeah. So yeah, like I said, this is the 5th one of the franchise. So we're getting into our likes, we're getting into our dislikes, rating at the end. We'll talk a little bit about box office numbers and Rotten Tomatoes as well towards the end of the review. But before we get going, Brian's got a rundown of what this one is about.
Hey, you seen it 4 times. What's the 5th one? Buzz, Woody, Jesse, and the rest of the gang come face to face with LilyPad, a brand new tablet device that arrives with her own disruptive ideas about what is best for bonding. Will playtime ever be the same?
That's funny. Make it seem so like ominous. Like, oh. Hey, we'll start with Brandman, Brian, and me, and we'll go around that way. So give us some of your likes, Brandman. What you like about it?
Well, I was surprised by how much this movie worked for me, and it's interesting that they still have a lot of steam in the tank 31 years after the fact. Actually, this couldn't have come at a better time. Actually, this couldn't have come at a better time. Just with the way that child's play things have evolved and introduce the usage of lily pad, versus more traditional going out and playing with toys and going out and meeting people your own age and forming those connections was actually a pretty good social commentary, I thought. So this had a lot of underlying truth to it. Especially with how obsolete on surface level the traditional toys felt. So I thought they made the most of that premise. I even though it was kind of tough to watch at times and I felt horrible for Bonnie, the reality of just how kids are, and how nasty they can be.
Awful.
That really I thought that was done quite effectively. And all the actors, especially the ones who've stuck with the franchise, the core cast are still really in tip-top shape, the top of their very much still in their element with these characters. So that worked too. I thought that they did. I think the animation has been improved, but not to the point where they've lost track of the original style. I ended up watching it in 3D and really enjoyed it. I think that's the way I'd recommend seeing it, because it really that's how I've been seeing them ever since 3 came out. So that was a lot of fun to watch. So they're still really putting their foot in this. 5 5 movies in 30 years after the original. So I was pretty impressed. When I first heard about it, I'm like, yeah, this could go either way, but I really walked away impressed.
Okay. What about you, Brian? What you like about it?
I've been telling everyone for the last week that this was so good and that everyone needs to go see it. I actually, after I walked out of the movie theater, I wanted to go find my old toys. I wanted to go find my old Ninja Turtles. I want to find my He-Man with the Ninja Turtle arm on it. I want to find the wrestlers that have also Donatello's foot on it. Like, I want to go and apologize to them, and I wanted to bring them back because I realized how important they were for my development. My bad. I need to take better care of you. Teddy Ruxpin, I'm coming to get you, brother. It's all right. But no, I think that that's the whole idea of technology, not just condemning technology, but saying you can use technology along with your toys and play the right way and have good ideas. And some of your toys can have Wi-Fi, but you also can have the ones without Wi-Fi and not have to worry about it. I think they just did a good job overall of kind of bridging the gap. So, for older people to hate everything that's young, and not for younger people to hate what everything is old, but understand that there's a time and place for all of it, and that felt good. And then the social commentary on finding how to make friends, and that everyone has problems making friends, and that feeling of stepping outside your comfort zone to do those things is uncomfortable. And sometimes you just get lucky. And then once you've done that, it was so funny because both sets of parents were so excited when the kids learned how to make friends. Because for them, it was a lot. It was simple, but for the kids, it was like they, how do you make friends? They don't teach you how to do it. That's socially something that actually happens. So yeah, it just worked so very well. I was all about Bonnie. This time for the first time ever, because I never about Bonnie.
Yeah.
Jesse was phenomenal. Everyone in it just did such a great job, and it was warming. And there's multiple times where I had something that came out of nowhere and got into my eye, where I had to make sure it got it out before my eyes teared up. So I had to make sure. But great job.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to like, add more to that, but yeah, it's just the technology, like you said, like it doing a good job of at first kind of demonizing technology because that's your initial thought. You're like, oh, the screen's so bad, but then by the end, it's like, no, there needs to be a place for this new toy, and them even having like older technology, and it them being not played with, or only being played with for like 6 months, so like even like there's a lot of that where like technology is so changing so much, so like you get stuff like that. I just thought like when it came to the who I thought the bad guy was, and it was going to be Lilypad, like halfway through the movie I'm like, she's not the bad guy, like she's not the villain I was expecting, like Lotso, he was a straight villain, the prospector, straight villain, like those are bad guys, and they're very like selfish and this and that. Like Lilypad was propped up to be the villain, and then halfway through you're like, no, she cares about Bonnie. She wants the best for Bonnie. She just thinks it's a different way to get the best thing for her than the other toys. When she sacrifices herself and like throws herself in the donation bin, I was like, wow. Like
I didn't do it right.
Really,
oh my god, I don't deserve to be the one.
Like I'm making her life miserable because I connected her to these horrible girls. Like, and those are the real villains. Are like the girls. Like, geez, man,
sure were.
Yeah,
Jesus.
And but that's something we never got with Andy. We never got Andy outside of his home. It's him and his sister and his toys. That's it. We never got to really see him be around other kids. So this is something new that we got from the franchise is the kid also being around other kids, and I thought that was interesting, because we like, again, that's new for the franchise, but like her not being the villain, I thought she was going to be. So and just seeing some of the other the newer characters were great. Smarty Pants with Conan O'Brien was awesome. Like he just nonstop poop jokes. Was hilarious because it felt so childish coming from a poop, potty training, toy, and especially coming from Conan O'Brien felt very fitting, so
Jesse spent like the entire night trying to play the catch the poop game.
Yeah. Even that was like so funny because like I felt like he's like, oh, everyone wants to play, and he's like rubbing his butt, and I'm like, that's funny, like, because that's something for like the adults, and then she like plays it like all night, and he's like, oh, I can't, I need a break, like those are adult jokes, that kids laugh because they're like, haha, like, stupid, but adults get it as like, okay, yeah, it's a hidden kind of thing, but even like seeing Craig Robinson, I love Craig Robinson. So whenever he's on anything, like it always makes me smile. Over here, Reyes asking about like Jesse being the main character. I dug it. Like, and it makes sense. It makes sense that this little girl, her favorite toy is going to be this cowgirl. It we already had, Woody's story, and that played out how it played out, and he's Andy's toy. He learned that in the last in number 4. So now you have this new kid, and you have Bonnie, and you have Bonnie trying to figure out her future while Jesse is still, has trauma with her past, and it all getting resolved. And that was another great moment. Oh my God. When she finds out
when she runs away, or when she
goes to the tree
and she digs up with the thing and finds out that's her daughter. Oh my gosh, she named her Jessie. It was bro.
That was
I was like, oh, so
yeah. But then like Jesse keeps the hair tie, because like even in the picture here, next to you, like Jesse has the yellow ribbon. She keeps the hair tie. I thought, I'm like, that's adorable. So Jesse having her story, it made sense. it worked. I thought it worked, because you already had her kind of figure out her physical trauma of the claustrophobia. She figured that out in one of the little short, the terror whatever one. She kind of like got over that fear, but here she's like kind of handling the trauma. So, but yeah, just great. Love seeing Woody being an old man, Buzz hopelessly in love with
he was
Jesse.
already in love with Jesse, and then we finally get the payoff. We've been waiting for a long time. It's been at least 15 years since we got payoff for this whole thing, and now we finally got it. So that was good too.
Even saying like tying the toys together with technology. Buzz, the new Buzz, the high-tech edition of Buzz, being an old toy with new technology was a great tie-in. Yeah. Here we get into some.
I will say this also because I have girls, right? The way they played and the whole idea of the marriage thing, and then but having also these other things like I'm the new girl came in and she was being different. Like she's like, oh, well, I'm going to add the spy aspect of it. And it was just a new way of playing from someone else's perspective. I thought that was just fun to see. And and then
but also using the tech as like stuff like that too. Using the toys to change the play from a new kid. Yeah.
But then both people with Woody, it was so good because being married, right? You see your wife doing certain things, like you get dropped off, and she's like, "Oh yeah, just whatever." You have fun playing with your friends, picking them back up. That was just hilarious. It felt like a married couple, and the idea that Woody didn't give up on going to find lost toys. He came back to be there, for Jesse. The whole thing between Buzz and Woody never really got too far off, but the fact that he didn't forget what his calling is still finding the lost toys. It's even more important as we see technology is taking off a little bit more, and that he just didn't walk away from it. And I thought that was cool too. He still has his own calling, but he's still there for his friends.
Yeah. Well, he needs like a purpose. Like that was the thing. Like with Woody, Woody always needed a purpose. And his purpose was Andy. And when Andy was gone, and Bonnie stopped playing with him, he needed something, and then all his friends knew, because in the fourth one, when he decided to like leave, it was just like, it's like, this isn't Andy. You needed your thing. We all, have our thing. Even also remember at the end of the third one, he was supposed to go with Andy.
Yep.
So he sacrificed himself to stay with his friends, but now his friends are all moved on because they're playing with Bonnie, or Bonnie's playing with them, except for him, so now he's stuck. So what does he do? So but him still just being in contact with them, I thought was great. He's like, I'm still here, but also kind of goes back to like his thing of like always kind of being needed, like that's since the first movie was like, no, I need to be needed, that's who Woody is.
It also opened up the idea that he can now, if we're going to finish up with Bonnie and go back to Andy, he's fine. The rest of those toys are fine to play and be with this whole Bonnie. And now he can be reinvented with all these lost toys for, say he goes to Andy. A Goodwill, whatever, for Andy's child. Just like how Jessie went through her whole reincarnation and her arc. Now Woody gets to go through the arc too, and I think that's where we're gonna get in Toy Story 6. And it's gonna be another one that's gonna be a tearjerker, because I'm telling you, being a parent makes you just emotionally understand and see it. So I see it as for me, but I understand it from my daughter's perspective. And this was just so well done as far as the little girls.
Yeah, agreed. Here we're getting some of the comments. So Derpy, I see the one that you said you have the issue. I'm gonna save that for coming up when we talk about our issues. Rhea said I should have ended in Toy Story 3. Toy Story 4 should have kept Woody with Bonnie. It should have ended with Toy Story 3. If it ended with Toy Story 3, I would have been happy. That was a good way to end it. But they did Toy Story 4. But Woody should not, because Woody wasn't being played with.
Mm-hmm.
He had no purpose with Bonnie.
Only thing Woody could have done is he could have gone with Andy. He went to
Mhm.
college.
Yeah.
I still have, so it reminded me of my toys. I have one toy from when I was little that stays with me all the time, no matter what, and I've had it. And I think that's kind of the whole idea about Woody could have been that guy, but Woody did not choose to be that. He said, I'm going to stay with my friends, and he got them in a better position. And now he's going to go find other lost toys, and it makes me want to go find my lost toys. I'm telling you, man.
See, but that's why I kind of had an issue with Bonnie, because I'm like, you promised Andy that you were going to take care of him, and we're going to get to one of the issues, but that's what made me mad about Bonnie. In number 4, I was like, you didn't care about Woody.
She's a little girl.
Like, give it back. Give it back. Give it back. Like, here, I don't. You can keep them. Man, Toy Story 3 is probably my fave. Okay. We'll do a little ranking maybe.
I understand that, but once again, I think Toy Story 3 has the best scenes, best moments. But as a whole movie, I don't think it's better than this one.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I think I'm on the next one. Blaze and Bonnie should go to high school. I think we're gonna get. Go ahead.
Yeah. We're gonna need a time jump for the next one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Like they did with Andy.
Yeah. Woody didn't need to be in this movie. Agreed. But
yeah. But you can't have a Toy Story without Woody. That is
yeah. I mean, technically, he wasn't even called in for help. It's just Woody being Woody. And it's like they need help. And he was like, I can save the day. And that's who Woody is. So
they were gonna have to have Woody in some capacity. It just wouldn't have felt right without him. He's pretty he's synonymous with a property.
Yeah.
It's almost like doing a Fast and Furious. It's almost like doing a Fast and Furious movie without Paul. Wait a second.
Wait.
Womp womp. Laura said the new Buzz plot could have been cut too. Oh, hard disagree. That was one of my favorite parts. The whole
I
new
like
thing.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. Because
it was
it
a
also
way
reminds
to bring
you
them together. It was the way to bring the technology with the new the old Buzz.
And it all pays off in the post-credit scene. It all pays off in the post-credit scene too, which was amazing. Such a great ending to that. But even like that, it was like it's like a reminder, like, hey, don't forget, Buzz is a dumbass. Like every version of Buzz is a dumbass. And it takes somebody to kind of like get him like, hey, you're not a toy. You're not. There's no Star Command. There's no this. So yeah. And I just find that funny. It was like, why is Buzz, every single version of Buzz, think they're like legit?
Yeah. I liked how they kind of provide. Yeah, I liked how they kind of provided like somewhat of an explanation behind that.
Yeah. Is that no? Because Andy would have,
why he always thinks he's an actual.
Yeah, they need to figure something out.
No,
yeah, but no, ain't no one playing
just
with him.
Have Woody on the shelf in college, and we've been like, ain't no 7-year-old playing with him. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but also we have a 5-year-old in Toy Story 4 who's not playing with him. He's just sitting in the closet. Well, at least he'll be there at sentimental value. Yeah. Well, I mean that too. Yeah. Because I mean, I got a shelf of toys that I don't play with, but I like them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I never liked Woody. I was always the Lightyear guy. Woody was an annoying loser.
Well, I think Buzz was an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Buzz an idiot.
Yeah, but that's who they are. Like Buzz is the airhead. Woody is the
reach for the sky partner.
Yeah,
I mean, who hasn't wanted to be a cowboy?
Yeah, Jesse was always one that was always like had an interesting story.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. It was a side quest. Yeah, it was a side quest, but it eventually paid off in the main storyline. So
And you see,
and then
and the idea. So I felt like what it really meant was like this next generation, not just Gen Z, the next generation can do both technology and have toys. They could play with toys that have technology in it. That was the idea. So the dispersing of all these buzzes to these new kids. So they'll learn how to play and they'll know how to make friends, and they also have technology too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just like your parents, you're always different than your parents. Well, their parents are now going to be different than with the previous generation. So they're going to be able to play again.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Let's move on to our negatives because I realized we were kind of going on it. Wait, real quick. He goes, I'm gonna disagree. Buzz is not a dumbass. Remember, he's a robotic toy. He was programmed to speak like he was actually Lightyear. Woody was conscious because he was made of cotton. Yeah, but
that doesn't.
I mean, but dumbass is, I think, like a strong word. I should not say that, but he's definitely like an airhead. He's, and even in I don't say in this one, but in every one, he's always been the one that doesn't come up with the plan. He's always
Well, I think he got better at it, and I think that and I think 4 was the one when Buzz stepped up so much that Woody could walk away.
Yeah. Well, even then, he was like, listen to your inner voice, and he would just press a button, and it was like Buzz, like that's what Buzz is the he's the ditz, of the group. He's like the airhead, but it works for the character, who's this like new shiny technology toy, but he's kind of like
they used to be.
It used to be 31 years ago he was, but he's this kind of like, he's not the leader, he was never the leader, it's just now.
Remember Woody tried to kill Buzz. You tried to kill him.
Yeah. That's why Woody's got some problems too. Woody's got some problems too. Yeah. So I think Buster might be dead. Oh, Buster's 100%.
Buster's gone.
31 years later,
super gone.
That's
all right.
Buster the third.
He was barely alive in the third one. Remember?
Yeah.
Couldn't even
run. He was moving. Yeah.
All right. Let's get into the negatives. Brandman, what issue? Yeah. Oh, if any, did you have with this one?
The one thing that I kind of noticed, it felt like some of the legacy characters, like Slinky and Mr. Potato Head, Miss Potato Head, Rex, they almost felt like kind of afterthoughts at times.
Yeah.
This was very, Woody, Jesse, Bullseye, and Lily Pad centric. It almost felt like none of the other characters really mattered as much, or at least the characters who have been there for the long haul. So yeah, they almost, you could almost kind of get rid of them and really not miss out on anything. That was my glaring kind of that was kind of my glaring problem with the movie.
Yeah.
I was kind of like, why'd you guys even go through the trouble of having them there if you were going to do that little with them? That was my main standout kind of problem with it, because the movie's still fresh in my mind. I saw it early today.
Yeah.
So that's the main standout one for me right now.
Yeah. I see a lot of people saying that, with it. I'm like, I want to say it's, but I was like, but kind of was like, a lot of them are dead in real life. The guy who voices Slinky Dog, he's dead. The guy who voices Mr. Potato Head, he's dead. Mrs. Potato Head, she's dead. So it's like, Combat Carl, was Carl Withers. Granted, he's not the original toy, but he's also not around. So, and it sucks. Was it Slinky Dog? Yeah, right. Because it was
Jim Varney.
Jim Varney was the original. Yeah. I mean, they got replacements. I know they got replacements, and I know they used old audio for some of them too to kind of put stuff together. You know, but I wonder how much of that played into it. You know,
Yeah.
You know, which kind of sucks, but yeah, that's a whole nother argument of recasting. That's another show.
What recast? What?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay. So you got that one. What about you, Brian? What issues?
I had at least one. Well, I guess the whole idea what you guys saying about the toys being in the box and no one noticing that they're going to all that stuff that is a problem overall. The fact that the parents allow Bonnie to text this girl that they don't know, just out the blue, just text it, and then go over there without talking to her mama. It's gonna drive over there and then tell Bonnie to get out the car and go into the house. Are you effing nuts? That was crazy. And they even turned around. I was like, how are we doing this? And then you just gonna take the other mother just stayed in the car.
Yeah.
You know, you let your 9-year-old just go over there in some place you don't know. You guys are the worst parents of all time. What are you doing? That is crazy to me. I would never let my baby do that. Even if she knows the kid from school and I'm dropping them off, I'm going to go meet the mama. I'm not just going to just drop my baby off. You're crazy. Okay, I stay. And she just pulls off and leaves. Nuts. Never.
Yeah.
That's it.
Is that one?
Yeah, just bad.
Yeah. So it kind of goes with what Derpy was saying. He goes, I'll say the only complaint is that they made the dads look really stupid or dumb. Only issue. I wouldn't say just the dads, because the dads, you know, especially Blaze's dad he was working, you know, so I have no issues with him because he was, you know,
got a
job, you know, and he's like, and then, you know, there's a lot of, you know, dads who are like, oh, look, I could change the background, you know, so I don't think that's like looking dumb or anything like that. But I would say, like, that was one of the first things me and my wife talked about was what Brian said, you know, was the parents. I was like, you let Bonnie be on that tablet all day. Like what? Come on. Like all day. I mean, it literally sun up to sundown until bedtime. You let her be on the tablet. She didn't even move. She stayed in the living room on the floor all day.
Why are you in the chat group talking to other kids
all day?
Yeah. And you know, you know, and like one reason why I like my kid, you know, my sister got him, or you know, both of my kids, you know, they share it, or at least try to share. They got him Leapfrog, you know, and that thing is offline. It's online, but you know, there's no chat, there's no YouTube, it's all just Leapfrog apps, you know what I mean? So like I'm like, oh cool, so I can like give it to them and they have 30 minutes before it turns off, you know. But here it's just like, oh, you know these kids from your dance class. I was like, dude, does she? You know, does the mom know? You know, and then like the dad dropping them off and just like, oh, bye, you know, and then you didn't even walk her to the door, you know. And then you said like the mom did it, Blaze's mom did it too. It was like, and the only thing me and my wife came up with is this must be a world where crime doesn't exist. This must be like just this perfect little world where crime doesn't exist.
Your job as parents is to make sure your kids are good, and neither one of them did that.
Yeah, none of them.
They were just, they did not give a shit.
No. They kind of question is like, should we get her a tablet? And he's like, you know, and that's a question like every parent has with kids, you know, especially right now. It's like, should we give them a phone? Should we get them tablets? Should we be able to do things? You know, I was like, you know, so you know that was like a legit thing, you know. So yeah, but I wouldn't say it was just that the dads look stupid. I don't agree with that. I think all the parents look stupid.
They're all horrible individually, all terrible.
Yeah, because I was like, you don't let your kid be on the tablet all day like that, you know. None of the parents are like checking in, you know. Like, yeah, you know, you're gonna drive out to the country to go pick up the toy from this person. Like, did you call the mom? Like, there's nothing. You're just like, you're only talking
They
through this.
literally
Like,
asked Bonnie,
yeah.
this 8-year-old, did you call the girl? Tell her, is this yours? Let's go get it. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah. So I was like, as parents, you guys suck. You suck so bad. Yeah. But I think that's one of my biggest issue, and then, kind of like Brandman too, the background, the other characters didn't really have a big role. It kind of sucks, but I wasn't like, it didn't ruin the movie. I was just like, kind of wish, because Potato Head's always an asshole. We didn't get him being an asshole. So but it also kind of makes sense too. It's like
he just felt like a non-presence.
Yeah, but they're all those toys are like toddler toys, like little kid toys. Mr. Potato Head, the T-Rex, Slinky Dog. An 8-year-old is really not going to play with those toys like that. I mean, granted, she was a little bit, Andy was too, but also Andy, that was before technology and stuff like that. And
it was 1995.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm trying to think of like a lot of other negatives besides those two. That's really all I had. There was one thing, good thing I forgot to mention was the animation during the animation during the imagination scenes was amazing. I had to think about that for a second. That was like this watercolory kind of like really cool. Like, it was gorgeous. It was amazing. I was like, that was so cool. And I don't know if it's because like Andy had a different imagination and the girls have a different kind, so
I think that's what it was, that the girls had different type of scenes and Andy was just wanting them together.
Yeah. So, okay. Anything else you guys wanted to bring up?
No, I think it was a fun movie. I'm just glad that it was good, because usually when you have these sequels going forward, they're just cash grabs, and this actually had a good story.
Had a lot of heart. And also I had to look up the director, Andrew Stanton, I think his name was. He has been involved in Toy Story since the start. He helped write the screenplay for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. He directed this. Then I found out he directed Finding Dory, Finding Nemo. He was involved in Monsters Inc. Like he's been involved in like so many.
This entire world building that he's done. Yeah.
Then also I found out like he also helped try to fix the script for Lightyear. Which they do like a little reference in this by having Zurg still be the dad, not an older time diluted version of Buzz, which is the dumbest thing ever. Like, no, Zurg is still like, Zurg is our dad, search your feelings, it to be true. So it's like we get another Star Wars reference, and Zurg is still the dad, not some stupid time version. Yeah, so I was like, I feel like that was definitely a call out. Like, that Lightyear movie sucked.
Yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't even acknowledge it. It's nothing to do with Toy Story. I wouldn't even acknowledge it.
Yeah. All right. All right. We'll finish off with our ratings now. Later, never. Bring it up. So now means you gotta watch it now before it's spoiled. Later means at home, watch it on Disney Plus whenever they decide to release it there. It never means just skip it altogether. We'll start with Brandman. What you giving it?
This is absolutely a no. There's no question about that. I never thought that they were going to go up to 5 of these movies, especially this long after the fact. But the fact that it still has a lot of momentum really speaks volumes, and just they make it relevant to how kids interact and use toys today, and it could even kind of function as a cautionary tale.
Exactly.
So I really appreciated that they made a smart sequel that really worked, and they tied it into how things are actually going today when it comes to how, you know, kids play, which was my favorite thing about it, if I'm being honest. I thought from a technical standpoint, the animation was still top notch. They even improved elements of it without going too over the top. I thought the voice acting was still very, very great from the OG actors, Tom Hanks, Tim Allen, Joan Cusack, and then the new actors like Greta Lee as Lily Pad. I thought she was great. Craig Robinson, Conan O'Brien. So yeah, I was surprised with just how much I ended up loving it. I definitely agree with you guys in the sense that I definitely think I liked it more than 3. I think it had a stronger ending than 3, even though I know they're not going to stop here. Even if they did decide to pump the brakes here, like the final shot with the kids coming over to play was awesome.
It was.
You know, that would have been a good way to end it, but I know they're not going to. But yeah, I was very pleased with how relevant and heartfelt. I got a little misty-eyed at times. So, you know, just all around, it worked quite well. So, without question, this is a now.
All right. What about you, Brian?
Now, it's you should already seen it. Be like the other 300 million people that want to go see it. Be like them. Go see it. It's great. I want this to be $1 billion before it gets to day 28. Let's go. Let's push Toy Story 5. Let's play with toys. Let's regularize it. Let's normalize playing with toys. Let's go. $1 billion to the moon. Toy Story 5.
Yeah. I'm giving it now. It was great. It was great. It was a lot better than I expected. I was expecting better than 4, but I wasn't expecting maybe my second, you know, favorite Toy Story movie to be the 5th one 31 years later, you know. So, you know, the creative teams, they know what they're doing. You know, they still have the magic, you know. I don't see this franchise ending even after 6, and they're making a 6. You know, they already kind of
it's
already
notable.
Yeah, they're doing it. They're doing the Bonnie trilogy. So, you know, unless one of the big 3, you know, Tom Hanks, you know, Joan Cusack, and Tim Allen, unless one of them unfortunately pass away anytime soon, we might get a 7, 8, 9. You know what I mean? So, you know, yeah, it's just going to be a thing that is going to be around for a while. It's just,
I don't know if I need Toy Story to be 50 years old.
yeah, you need your grandkids to go start seeing it, you know. So, yeah, but who knows? Who knows? I mean, it's a franchise that everyone keeps saying, why are they making another one? They make another one, and it's amazing, and it makes a buttload of money. So, I mean, at this point, I'm gonna stop questioning it. I was like, all right, you know, does my ticket come with a box of tissue? Because you know, yeah. So yeah, definitely now. It was so well done. Yeah, so just me and my wife saw it, and we're hopefully soon gonna go take my son to go see it. You know, so because he also loves Toy Story.
He's gonna love it.
Yeah, well, he's gonna love it. And also, I don't know about your guys' theaters. My theater had a ton of kids. Obviously, you know, summer break and everything. Ton of kids, and they all. I heard some crying in the front. You know, I heard them laughing. You know, a lot. And you know, they usually a lot of times kids will start getting bored in movies, and you'll start running around and moving and stuff. There was a lot of kids, and they seemed to all kind of sat through the whole movie, and you know,
enjoyed it.
As soon as those credits came in, they were running around like mad, like a bunch of mad animals, you know. But during the movie, I you know, I couldn't tell you it was a, you know, half was kids, you know, because they were just all engaged. So then that's what you want.
Exactly.
Yeah. But yeah. I think we're gonna finish that there. We'll talk about the box office and stuff a little later. But but we want to hear from you guys. So if you're watching on the replay, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right down there below Brian, and leave a comment. Let us know what you think about Toy Story 5. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Do you have any issues with it? Did you go see it? How many times did you go see it? So leave a comment. Let us know what you guys think. And let's chit chat there. And if you are watching in the live chat, stick around because we're going to move on to our next topic for the night. All right. Get out of here. I just saw. Yeah, I just saw that. I get out of here, man. We're gonna finish up.
Thanks.
Cool. All right. Bring this down. All right. Yeah. Well, we're gonna get out of here. Who's making more money between Toy Story 5, Shrek, and Minions? Toy Story 5.
Oh, Toy Story, without question.
Minions.
No
I don't
question.
think this Minions. Shrek is not gonna make any money.
No, like, yeah, and Minions, I kind of think at this point, you know, they're really running it into the ground.
Yeah.
You know, say what you will about Toy Story having, say what you will about Toy Story having 5 movies, but at least there's like kind of big gaps enough between sequels that you can really tell they're at least putting thought into it, rather than just cranking them out just for the sake of cranking them out. Minions is strictly to just to sell more merchandise.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
They just keep cranking them out. At this point, I'm not even sure how many Despicable Me or Minions movies there are. That's how little that's how disconnected I am from them at this point in time.
This might be number 8, I think.
This is
between the whole
holy
the
crap.
whole franchise. I think
between
so.
the entire franchise.
I think so.
You know. Yeah, and they just keep crapping them out sideways.
Yeah. It's the opposite of Toy Story 5. Toy Story puts thought and effort into the movies, and Minions is like, here you go. Like, just have more.
Yeah, so I think the quality of Toy Story is only gonna aid it in terms of the box office business.
Yeah, agree.
So, I'm not expecting anything from Minions. I'm not even expecting a whole lot from Shrek next year. So
yeah,
my answer to that is Toy Story.
Yeah, like I said, I don't expect anything good from Minions, but I am expecting a decent amount of money. Not $1 billion. I don't think it's going to get $1 billion. I don't think it's going to get $1 billion, but it'll probably get somewhere in the 700, maybe even 800 range. You know, but I don't think it hits $1 billion. I don't think it hits $1 billion.
Me neither.
But yeah, I said my oldest daughter didn't get a phone and tablet until she was 14. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of the issue, because right now my kids, they share a tablet. Like I said, it's the leapfrog kind of thing, you know. But they play the games, which is nice. Like my oldest is gonna start school in August. He can count to like 40, maybe, something like that. I never really tested him, but he can count pretty high. ABCs, solving a puzzle is like super easy for him. Like even like a pretty complex puzzle, or for a kid, So the leapfrog stuff is awesome. All the videos for leapfrog, but that's really the only tablet. I don't know if that counts as like a tablet. That's more of just a fancy toy than anything else. But yeah. Reyes said, issue, Rex has no love interest. No. I thought it was gonna be Trixie, but it's not. Yeah, they never gave Rex a love interest.
I'm not even sure. Yeah.
Which is it's fine.
I'm not entirely sure everyone necessarily one. But you're not wrong.
Yeah. So the redundancy of Buzz thinking he's real in every movie. But I mean, that just who the character by turn the toy is. You know, he's this simple-minded. You know, like I don't know. You know, just yeah.
Yeah.
Man. I already said I always thought Woody and Jesse should have been together. But Buzz and Jesse's fine. I thought that too, but I kind of like because that was your expectation and it kind of went against it, you know, because Woody was already in love with Bo Peep from the first one, you know, and then having Buzz be in love with a female version of Woody makes so much sense that it's like freaky. So
yeah, I like the subversive kind of aspect of that. So I'm good with Buzz and Jesse being a couple. You know, Woody and Bo are absolutely fine together. You know, and that's been the way that's the way that's been since the beginning. So I'm absolutely good with that.
Yeah. I think that's about it. So
yeah, same.
Man, but we appreciate all you guys coming in, hanging out with us. I know it was a lot today. I think we stayed fairly on track. I think we just need to start a little early. We just need to start a little earlier.
Yeah, and part of that was my fault for napping longer than expected. The night troll then my ass just had trouble getting out of bed.
Yeah. So, but yeah, you know, but besides that, I think we were pretty on track. We didn't get too sidetracked as we usually do. But but yeah, I think Mondays going forward are going to be pretty packed for at least, you know, the next month. You know, because we got Lestat and House of Dragon for at least the next 4 weeks. You know, plus there's a big movie coming out every weekend. So yeah, this is gonna be it for Mondays. You know, movie and 2 TV shows. You know, and then Thursday is gonna be some more TV shows and maybe some other movies. So yeah, this is the start of the busy time for us, which is good. But cool. Oh man, let's get out of here. It's been a long day for everybody.
Sure has.
Yeah, but I know Brian and Brandman, they're for sure going to be here on Thursday. I'm not going to be here on Thursday. So, but yeah, they're going to talk about a bunch of stuff. But, you know, like I said, make sure you guys, share the stream, let everyone know, because we're going to be talking about a bunch of stuff over the next few months. So, yeah, share the stream, like it, you know, tell everyone to hit the subscribe button. We're like 8 people away from hitting like 5,200. We're like so close. So, but cool. Yeah, let's get out of here. We appreciate you guys. We will see you guys later. Have a good week.
Good night, everyone.
The board has concluded the call.